Absolutely beautiful song. I love it so much. What's going on, Mr. New Buck or New Cuck or whatever the fuck they're calling you nowadays? You're still muted, so I guess you stepped away. All right. Say hello to a few folks. Christopher Cunningham, how are you doing, sir? He said, according to Goble at the Gotcha Man, your wife likes black guys and interracial marriage is bad. Yeah, that's a good comment to touch this one off on. I had to put that whole thing off for a minute because I think there's something a little more pressing. We can always talk about fucking Johnny Goble's overt racism any other time, but it's kind of a bit of a shit pile that he's in there. Really no easy way to explain that. I'll save that for another stream, possibly tomorrow night. No promises, just possibly. All right. So there is G3 Mini. What's going on, dear? Hello, Belle. How are you? T-Dam in the house. That 815 guy. What's going on, my man? Country Bro. How are you doing, sir? Randy Cassidy in the house.
Yo, can you not hear me?
I can hear you. What's up?
Hello?
Well, I could hear you.
Yeah, I was talking earlier. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. You're having some issues over there. What's up, Neville? All right. Neville 615, and no, Johnny Hump Day has nothing to do with that lump in the couch either. Just saying. Holy shit. That lump in the couch is Johnny. Miss Paula, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Little Mama Payday in the house. Miss Vicky, how are you? She said, Hillbilly, you've been slacking on the 6 a.m. news lately. The one, the only Mr. Alex Jones. Sir, I'm glad you took time out of your busy schedule to hang out with us. Welcome in, sir. And speaking of the Hillbilly Dirt Farmer, there he is. What's going on, my man? There is Wade, man. How are you doing, sir? Hopefully you were well, Wade. Hopefully you're well, man. I ain't seen you in a while in a bit. Glad to see you in here. Randy Cassidy again. There is Brandy B. What's going on, dear? Oh, T-Dam in the house. Killing it. There he is, the one and only Gotta Man. He said, bet you hate me for my Hyundai. Well, I mean, that was the story. That was the whole reason why he bought it, was to get a bunch of us hating him for it. So, welcome in, Gotcha Man. Beautiful family, sir, by the way. Beautiful family. You're a good man. Taking it in stride. Mr. Goble is easily triggered by you. There is Michelle D7075. How are you doing tonight, dear? Gina G from the G Unit. What's going on there? She said, Country Bro forgot his boot. There's Rich Newbuck. I was talking odd. No one heard me. Okay. Well, I mean, fuck, take it personally. I'm just here with you. There's Loyal to You. How are you doing tonight? There is Mr. Fusion TV. He says, I don't hate you for your rusty truck. Maybe a little irradiated, but definitely don't hate you. Okay. Well, likewise, Mr. Fusion, I don't hate you either for your Mr. Fusion TV. So I actually enjoy it. So thank you for stopping in, sir. Here is Big Shy Redneck. He says, hey, gotcha. Much love, brother. Oh, there's Ms. Vicky again. T-Dam, Ohio Girl 513. What's up, dear? Let's see. Mr. John Lennon, welcome, sir. He said, hello, everyone. We'll try to stay awake for this. I don't know. This one might not run too long. Maybe on the shorter side. Who knows? Depends on how it goes. Mr. Static and Noise, there is Goose, man. Have you guys not seen how well Goose's channel is doing over there? Dude, he's got the formula and the recipe on how to be a serious YouTuber. Martin Speaks can take some notes. Johnny ain't never going to get it. We'll cover that at another time for sure. Welcome in, Goose. Let's see here. There's Brandon Rosemeyer. He says, hey, Rusty and Rich. Rich should be back in a minute. He's having some technical difficulties. There is Blue Eyes. What's going on there? No more blue eyes. Just rather interesting avatar picture there. Jack's Chiggy, what's up? He said, did Gobble really get beat up? No. That's not even a question. No, of course he didn't get beat up. He's never leaving the house, guys. So You ain't getting beat up. Wayne Oldham 210, how you doing, sir? Oh, there it is. We can officially start this ride off. We got Not Enough. The ride or die she's in. Jarek in the house. How you doing, Jarek? Appreciate the love y'all showed me in the chat the other night. There's Rob LC75. How you doing, sir? Oh, catch up with some people we haven't said hello to yet. Yeah. We'll see how it's going there. There is Mr. Mike 12 Point. He says, stay worthless for us, Johnny. Abso-fucking-lutely. No problem there, Mike. He will stay worthless, taking things away from life. There's Mr. Newbuck. You back?
Is this any better?
It is much better. I have not heard you cut out yet.
I'm on the hotspot of my phone.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, you were having some technical difficulties for sure.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, me and Mr. 12 Point were having a brief discussion about the worthlessness of one Johnny Goble.
I see.
Appreciate you, 12 Point.
As I call him, Johnny Goble.
Well, that's a little too fancy for that faggot. Anyway, Platinum Pyro, what's up? He says, was waiting for this one, fellas and ladies. The wait is over. We're going to weigh in on a sensitive, divisive topic tonight, and it's not Johnny Goble. So we're give an opinion or two. At least I'm going to give mine. I don't know where Rich is going to be at on this. We have not spoken very deeply about this at all.
You're talking about my clitoris again?
Yeah, your clitoris. For real. Mr. Hillbilly Dirt Farmer, he hits us with a 10 bomb. He says, Gobbler isn't racist. He loves the BBC. Well, congratulations, sir. You've made the host of this show fucking speechless with that one. Yeah, I have nothing to add to that, man. Listen, I'll tell you what, if you want to just jump on up here, I'll turn the show over to you, Mr. Hillbilly. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't argue with you on that. The reports, I believe, are accurate about Johnny's affinity for that particular flavor, if you will. What are you going to do with that?
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Right. Appreciate the 10 bomb, sir. Brandy B, what's going on? I believe I've already said hello to Brandy B. Few people. We'll do some roots here. He says, you can like super chats now. That's hilarious. Well, hell yeah. That's the way it should be.
Newest one has got 4 so far.
Nice. There's Bell in the house. There is Better with the Irish. What's going on, dear? All right, man. There is Potential Farms in the house. That's sup. Stuff looks like it's ready. Linda the Wolf, welcome. He said, what it do, y'all?
What's up, Linda?
Mr. Wade says he's doing better. Thanks for asking. Yes, sir, man. Glad to hear it, buddy.
Shout out to Wade.
Glad to hear it.
It's good talking to you a minute ago, buddy.
Oh, yeah. A little catching up, Mr. Wade there.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff. There is Simply Brad. How are you doing, sir? Got a nice iteration of Durkee there.
Looks like Durkee is a Pokemon. A Durkeemon.
A Durkeemon?
Durkeemon.
Find them all. Where do you hunt them fuckers at?
I think they find you.
Fucking hills away. How you chase them out of your car at night? Shit.
Durkee!
Catch them breaking into your fucking garage. Yeah, those dudes.
Yeah, catch them all.
Early. Vote early and often for Mike 12 Point wherever you're at.
Yes, indeed.
Write him in.
I think I found a good running mate for him.
Hmm?
I think little Umfufu might be his running mate.
I don't know, man. That guy's got
if he's willing to accept.
I don't know.
He did pose as a transmission tonight, so I don't know if he's into that kind of shit. But.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough subject to talk about. There's a little leg day in the house. He said, at 12 Point, what's popping, pimping? These kids in this new fresh talk they've got. They're reminding me of how old I am. Oh, there you go. Gotcha, man. Says, thank you, sir. Much love to everyone in here. I think they like you. Gotcha, man.
That's the Gotta man.
I think they're a fan. You seem to be well received here, sir. Oh, see, 75 y'all need to rock that like, or they work the same. Yeah, you can hit either one of them. I have it on good authority from the dude that actually wrote the code. They are worth the same. So
I talked to Martin's cousin that works for YouTube.
Yes.
And it's what he told me. He's also giving me that button for sock accounts. So
here is Christiane coming in from the Rumble side. She is nice enough to go over there and make sure Rumble is working for us. I'm glad they're getting that shit together, man. It's good stuff. Look at this. This is Dagburn OG Tweaker. Can I hide out here from the 5 black dudes? Listen, you do whatever you want with 5 black dudes, but we know you ain't hiding. So I don't think it's hiding is what you're calling that. I'm not listening. This is not the place to discuss what you're going to do, but I'll leave it there. Mr. 12 Point, he says, hi, good evening. I'm in the drive-thru and the car in front of me is running hot. Ooh, there you go. I don't know if that's code for something or we're out there. Mr. Pit Stop 205. He says, Rusty.
There he is.
You get some new things on your avatar. Yeah, I'm gonna spruce the old Rusty truck up a little bit.
Noticed
We're gonna
that.
work it out.
He got some wheels.
You gotta put semi wheels on it, dude.
Look like dually wheels.
That's all I drive.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot.
How could you forget? I only talk about it every other 5 minutes. There is Teflon Don, the tinfoil hat boss. I feel so much better about that name, Don. I'm glad that you found it.
Buttercup.
Oh, God. The hell was up with that? Cosmic Kate in the house. How are you doing, dear? Oh,
it's a beautiful dog.
Mr. Sean Doherty. And Mr. Fusion says, I guess it wasn't not irradiated. It was irritated. It's all right. It happens, my man. Daniel Armstrong in the house. What's going on? He says, what's happening? I don't know. We're just figuring it out as we go, man. Just making this shit up on the way. We'll figure it out. Oh, drop on down. So how are you been, Mr. Newbuck? I ain't really had a chance to talk to you much.
Busy, man.
Foraying back into
the working world a little bit, beyond side hustles, and it keeps you busy, brother.
What are your haters going to think if you actually have a damn job?
I don't. I mean, that's a troll. I'm really on disability, but it sounds good, doesn't it?
Here's Pit Stop 205. 10 bomb.
You can't make this shit up.
I'm obligated to read it by law, I think. Johnny loves them coloreds. He even said it. There's no getting away from. Fuck it. I'm gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go live tomorrow night and do this. I guess we're gonna have to talk about it. Appreciate the 10 bomb Pit Stop. Yeah, he is in a big pile of shit and he's not getting out of it. I don't see there's any way around it. Here is Hillbilly Dirt Farmer coming from the Rumble side. I'm so glad that shit is working.
Oh, so you're getting comments from over there too?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, they've been working on it. So, because I know eventually I'm going to be banished to Rumble. So I'm glad to know we'll get comments while we're working on it. It's good stuff. Oh shit, dude. That's good stuff. Let me go hit these stars up here. Here's Teflon Don. He says, here's a 2 bomb. He says, where's my high? Don't make me go back to corn. No, don't ever go back to corn salad or torn salad or whatever the fuck that crazy
once an
bitch
addict,
is on.
always an addict, dude.
Yeah, you can get over it, man. You never need to go back to that. Teflon Don, dude, it's a much more respectable. And as long as you don't talk about that weird shit about girls pooping on you in the chat, you'll be all right. Here is T-Dam with the 10 bombs. She says, for the fluff, the turkey fund. Ooh. Yeah, we'll get Johnny some diversity training with this 10 bomb.
Oh, G3 mini.
Teach him, how to fucking exist in the world. What an idiot! I don't want to get sidetracked into that. I think we'll make a whole new fucking live about it tomorrow night. I'll just do it. There's just no getting away from it. It's an equally important topic, but I wanted to put it off. G3 Mini hits us with the 2 bombs. Says Johnny playing hide the hot dog with the BBC. I understand that he can hide too.
What is it again? I'm trying to remember. 12 Point knows it. I know it's a 17-inch Mac Pro, 2 iPad minis, and all the chargers
the charger brick,
for all of them.
The charger brick,
Was the
you get them in there. And if you guys are unfamiliar with how big a 17-inch laptop is,
it's large.
It's a big fucking device, dude.
Very
I'm telling
wide.
you.
Yeah,
it's impressive. He is like one of those fucking snakes that can unhinge his hips and just swallow that. It's fucking amazing. Nikki Straight in the house. She says, "Hey, y'all, I'll be listening. Hope everyone is doing well. We are doing great, Nikki Straight. Glad to see you in here." There is the Lobster Lover saying hello to Rich twice. Oh, what's going on, Mr. Dream Chaser? Hello, everyone. Time to turn up. If we have to get bully, guess we will just do that. LOL. Dang. Yes, we will. Well, I don't know. We can still be nice to people. Straight Hooter Shooter. Johnny's on the couch and Melinda is burning down the kitchen we pay for while making boxed food again. Yeah, if you guys had missed that, Merle about set the whole fucking projects of Paintsville on fire the other day. Cooking up that bomb-ass grub that she's got them folks living off of. It's an interesting time over there in Gobbleville. So nice to see him run around and deflect on the shit that he said. But, man, you guys are going to drag me to this Johnny Goble shit, ain't you?
What a time to be alive. What a time.
What a time to be a racist fuck. Anyway, Neville615. LOL, I had a grandmother that told me a friend of mine was a nice darky. LOL.
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ. I was so offended, but he just laughed. That's fucked up.
We're not going to talk about what my grandmother called her lawn boy. But,
no, that's for another
She didn't know any better. I mean, she didn't mean any hate behind it. That's just
give Johnny an out. Do not give Johnny an out.
Well, Johnny's not 95 years old. He doesn't have that excuse.
No, he's not. Lobster Lover. I wonder how Gene and Bird feel about Johnny Goble thinking.
They don't care. That's the thing.
That they're gross. Well, here's the thing. Neither one of them have any fucking like morals or any principles. So Johnny Goble to these dumbasses has like 9,000 plus subscribers. They think that that is something marketable for them and it's going to help them somehow. They don't realize, the equation that got to 9,000.
Like Ja Rex said, freaking, what's his name? Fucking, who did they just talk about? Bird and who?
Gene.
Like, what would Gene think if, why his son can't date Johnny's daughter? Like, well, how do you address that? But it's all good. Everybody likes everybody, right?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a sick world out there. What's up, Keaton? He says, Keaton, we show it all channel. Sorry, botched that up. He's lucky Gotcha Man doesn't whip his ass for calling his wife a B and making fun of his daughter for being mixed. I would have some been in Kentucky, and I'm on my way to jail. Yeah, I mean, Johnny's going to he's going to get his ass kicked anyway. And, but Johnny, but the shit that he said, he just makes himself look disgusting. There is Christiane dropping the link from Rumble. Appreciate you, Christiane. There is old folks coming in on Rumble over there. He says, I'm here supporting. I appreciate you, old folks.
What's up, old folks?
Oh, what else we got going on over there? There is Tim, a.k.a. TQ Logic. He said Johnny's favorite dish at the cookouts are the colored greens. Colored, not collared, colored greens. Yeah, Johnny is not getting out of this. There's no fucking getting around it. Oh, and a carton of Misty 100s. Those are 120s.
That's a lot longer than hundreds.
Yeah, those are the 120s.
I think those are special order 140s.
Those are Virginia Slims for poor people.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how that goes. Oh, anybody else that we missed here before we get into this topic at hand? Oh, Mr. 12 Points says, yeah, at the end of the list it said etc. So there was more he hid in his ass. Oh, Ayers Melielli saying Johnny claims he has a problem with interracial dating, but claims to be half Mexican and half black. He does not understand fractions. It lets us know what part of his bottom half is because he sounds a little bitter about it. He sounds a lot bitter about it.
Oh.
Jimmy Hill, keeping people in Texas in our thoughts. Yes, sir. Let's see. OG tweaker. Got to run. Merle done caught the kitchen on fire again. Hey, did you see how well Johnny was moving on that shit when he come running in there?
Fucking
His
cat-like
response,
reflexes.
His response time impressed me, I got to tell you.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's see. G3 Mini says, Melly, not only is Johnny the result of an interracial couple, but is an interracial couple. She's not wrong. Oh. Neville said, I heard one of Johnny's boyfriends fell in one day after looking around inside. He found another dude that said he just helped me find my keys. We'll drive out. Jesus. Johnny, that asshole is legendary. Blue. They say Church is on drugs and he's doing Tracy Lawrence podcast. LOL. Man, I have been trying to make some time to watch that today. And
it's good. I've watched all but 10 minutes. It's awesome. Check it out.
Yeah, I want to watch it uninterrupted. But every time I go to get into something, somebody's they need me for something. Mm-hmm. So that's my life here lately. See, Platinum Pyro says there's 75 likes and 160 people in the chat. He would like to see some more likes. Lobster Lover knows what the equation is made of. 9,000 haters. Yeah, them folks have checked that a long time ago. Straight Hooter Shooter, Johnny would have a mixed children if it were possible to create a baby from dick to ass. There's probably somebody in a fucking, in a lab somewhere working on that one. Working on that one. So, all right. So, one more. Mr. Tyler 90 says, "One trying to got his tickets to court." No, hell no, never mind. He's banned. Yeah. How fucked up is that when you banned from a damn concert?
Just flat out banned
before it even starts. Yeah. Justice Roberts, welcome in. Here is Cynthia. Musical notes, no 23. She's saying hello to a lot of folks there.
Well, there is a 23 in the photo, to be fair. So.
Yes, there you go. Hey, thank you. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'm a little slow. You got to spell some shit out for me. There is Claire, the UK variant. Rusty, Rich, and Chat. Working but listening.
What's up, Claire?
That works as well. Skylar 151, welcome. Hey, there's 904 Mike. He says, A-Cal is a sensitive fellow in my opinion. Well, I'm going to have an opinion on that as well, and I'm going to share it with you.
Look at that stash, dude. That's straight up porn stash right there.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mike gets it in.
All right. Good. There you go. So here's Shady J speaking from experience. My mom smoked Misty Menthol 120s. Still have an unopened pack of hers.
Nice.
There you go. People are in it. So let's see. Oh, Cynthia it's good to see us both. I agree. It's good to have us up here in the unit form, right? Not the G unit form, but the unit form.
G family.
Yeah, this better with the Irish. So I'm a little mad that I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. But I think I'm just going to quit for half of my life so I can fucking have time to do shit I want to do.
Yeah.
He says, they're going to light this chat up with this shit. Lobster Lover is just colored people and whites. He has an issue with, or does it like an Italian and a white bother him, or a native and a Mexican? If I keep talking about this, I'm not going to be able to do a live about it tomorrow. You'll get all my opinion on it. And it will just ruin everything for tomorrow. There's Mr. Reactions. What's going on, my man? He says, what's up, y'all? Oh, you looking at it, man.
Chilling.
There's Country Bro. He said a 40-year-old man running around in the dark. Nothing wrong with his back. Nothing that you can see is wrong with his back. Oh, stop sending me Photoshop photos of his daughter with a black guy. It's not funny.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's going to be zero chill in the chat tonight, if you haven't noticed. There's Mullins 80. He says, if you don't hit the like, you're a Goble fan, which means you're racist.
Double.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. It's got a hidden meaning. It means there's 9,000 plus people that are racist subscribers to that channel.
Yeah.
Hickey Bobber, what's going on?
What's up?
What's up? What's going on? Miss Beehive.
Hey, guys.
Oh, shit. All right. Take this last comment here. Straight Hooter Shooter, you should have Hardcore MMA show on. He's the real McCoy. I've actually agreed to go on his show. We just got to work out a date. I'm supposed to go on Goose's show. I still owe him a date, and I got to work that out. but Sundays are a bit of a clusterfuck for me for the foreseeable future. I will work it out. Know how that works. Faith, hope, and love. What's up? Oh, let's see. I had to finish Triple T live to see Johnny's drama. I went to bed at 1 a.m. Yeah, it's a lot to keep up in these YouTube streets. 904 Mike, 5 black guys interviewing Johnny's daughter. Whoa. Oh,
that one's south.
Man. That's may have a flag on that play, man. May have a flag on that play, buddy. I can't condone that. I can't, that girl ain't done nothing to nobody. So
personal foul.
Yeah, we're going to throw a flag on that one, 904 Mike. Oh, Tim Lawrence with a 5 bomb. He says, congrats to church on the baby. Love that Tracy Lawrence interview guys got my same name. Also, just saying, love church and Calhoun. Ryan is OG though. I'm going to share some of that sentiment, man. I really like Adam, dude. And this deal, it's bothering me. That's why I'm going to put off the whole Johnny Goble racist bullshit, to talk about this and kind of weigh in on it and give my opinion on it. But, appreciate the 5 bomb, Mr. Lawrence.
Yeah, that's Tracy's brother, by the way.
Hey, sweet, man. Sweet. We're hitting it big over here.
That's what Mike said anyway.
I believe Mike.
Yeah, me too.
I trust Mike. There you go. All right. So, Mr. Newbuck.
Yes, sir.
So I'm assuming that I know you've been busy too, but if you're up to speed on everything that's going on.
As far as diss tracks?
Well, the diss tracks, but more along the lines of this little deal between Ryan and Adam Calhoun.
Yeah, so, I know enough about it. Yeah.
Okay. So,
I guess what the public knows, right?
Yeah. And that's kind of like, I don't have any insight of it. I don't go prying and asking around for any information that's not been offered to me.
Right.
So I'm going to give my thoughts on this deal from what we see, what everybody else sees. I am a firm believer that there is 3 sides to every story.
Absolutely.
So, and, there's going to be some different perspectives on people here that see, like, hey, what I'm going to first do is I want to go over this video that Adam put out, it was titled My Friend. And, it's a little bit of a mixed bag and kind of sends a mixed message there. And then after that, we'll kind of break that down, go into it. And then I want to cover this conversation that he had with Kurt in his chat after the fact. So, and we'll kind of go along those lines with this deal. And it's kind of going to give you, at least to me, it's giving me a little more insight as to, what's going on. And as this live is titled, man, not to give away too much, but I honestly think that, oh shit, hang on.
Wait a minute. Stop the presses.
Stephanie Stinnett.
What do we have here?
Holy shit. Welcome back.
Stephanie Stinnett is in the building.
So glad to see you, Stephanie. How are you?
Long time no see.
Wow. Well, fuck this Adam Calhoun shit. What's going on, Stephanie?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
It looks like she's back to herself too. Johnny says goggle, any goggle too.
Yeah, that's her. Man. It's vetted. That's glad to see you, Steph. Glad to see you.
Wow, man, it is good to see her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool, man. There you
Chat's
go.
Happy too.
A lot of folks are happy to see you there. Oh, there you go. A lot of people missed you, Miss Stephanie.
Yeah, I guess you and I probably saw it right at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She says, carry on. Just saying, oh, yeah, we're carrying on. But just good to see you. Just let you know, hey, look, there's been people asking about you, kind of wondering about you.
Kind of a big deal, Steph.
So. You're a much bigger deal than what you realize. So there you go. All right. So we will carry on, get back to this deal here with Adam. I see damn Yankees in the house. Well, I tried to grab it. It went away.
Miss Yankee.
Yeah, there it is. She says, I love y'all. And I will go back and get the comment. There's damn Yankee. How are you doing tonight, dear? It's a big deal. I like to say hello to everyone that I can. Stray Hooter Shooter says, I disagree with most people. I can't stand the 3-story deal. There is only the truth, and the one person is telling it. As far as emotions, people may feel different about the truth, but it's still like I said, I don't know. I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with that because, I'll get into it. I'll kind of give it because I'm getting some mixed messages here, and I think we're going to, maybe I might shed some light on it. Maybe you'll convince me otherwise. GMA Patty, what's going on? Just dropping in to say hey and checking on y'all. We appreciate that deal for sure. There is Motivated One-Legger. How you doing, sir?
What's up, MOL?
It's a good dude right there, man.
Remind me if we have time to tell you about. I made a 3-way call to just to save time. I had Isaac on the phone with me the other night.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Actually, let me do it now, just so it.
Okay.
So I called, and I just didn't want to have to call Isaac back, and he was on there, and I'm like, "Hey, Mom," I was like, "My friend Isaac's on the phone." I was like, "He's from New Orleans. He's got one leg. He's like a one-leg assassin or something." I was just being dumb. So Isaac says a couple things or whatever. So the next day I get this call, and she's like, "New Buck." She's like, "Are you on drugs again? Because I can't handle that." She's like, "What's up with like a one-legged man that sounded drunk from New Orleans? Like, who are you associating with?" And all this other shit. So calling Mom with Isaac probably wasn't the best idea. Shout out to Isaac.
Probably not. Mud-covered Martian and concert cricket says all sides' opinions may have some merit. I can't disagree with that at all. So, not at all. I think it's very important, man, because you got more people, more than one opinion, more than one viewpoint in this stuff here. But actions have consequences, and the truth always comes out in the end. Yeah, guaranteed. And that's kind of where this is. It's kind of murky right now. Chat just jumped up to 220. So, what's up, June K? How are you doing? Glad to see you in here. Oh,
speaking of Isaac,
there's my man Isaac. Stray Hooter Shooter. That's all right, Rusty. Most disagree with me. I race to see zero gray. There is white and black, not being racist like Johnny. Okay. I mean, like I said, I get it.
I agree with what you said, the 3 sides. And I look at it at divorce, like, because there was my side, her side, and then the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And even though my side's more true, it's still influenced by emotions and other shit. You know what I'm saying? So a disinterested third party straight down the center is usually, his, hers, and the gospel, basically.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that goes. All right. I'm gonna grab this video of Mr. Adam Calhoun titled My Friend. We'll stop and react or break it down, however you want to look at it. As we get into this, let me pull this back.
People were like, yo, you need to respond to this comment. You need to just shut the fuck.
Yeah, fuck, we're way out there.
All
right.
One take from the gut. My friend Ryan made a video about me saying what he thought and how he felt about me. And it wasn't great. So I had to sit back and think, what the fuck have I done to this dude? Could I have said something or done something that made him feel this way? Yeah, probably. And I know that he's said some things that probably make me feel the same way.
All right, so there's a little bit of insight into that deal. He says, hey, look, I had to stop and think, and, is there something I may have done or said that makes him feel this way? And he answers in the affirmative, yeah. And then to reciprocate that, he also says, hey, there's some shit that he's probably said and done that makes me feel a certain way. So he's kind of confirming that they've had some kind of a falling out behind the scenes here. And nobody's really known about it here, and it's just now coming to surface. So whatever it is, it's been stressed. These guys, it's been going on for a while. So kind of taking the context, he's looking back and thinking, it's like, maybe so. But again, this was like, it kind of gives you the perspective, right? we got Ryan's side of it. Ryan said the dude made diss tracks on him and they never came out, and, came and smiled in his face. And, it's kind of hard to deny that, the guy's saying, hey, listen, he's fucking come straight shooter with the deal and tells you this dude was dissing me and then fucking smiling to my face. So, whether Adam's deflecting or whatever the deal is going on right now, I'm not convinced, but I think there's some interesting stuff here. This right here made me feel a little bit better watching this the first time around. But then when I went back and broke this down, I kind of had more questions than answers on it.
But that's not what this is. I'm not going to go back and forth. And I don't want to do this shit on the internet. I'd rather just talk about it, but that ain't happening. So this is how I have to communicate. I'll just get right to the shit. Brother, I love you. And I can't be scared of you or whatever you might say about me on the internet. I think a lot of people get scared and they're like, oh shit, if Ryan says something about me, that's going to end my career. And people are going to talk shit about me. So fuck my career. Fuck all that shit. Fuck the internet. I know you in real life, dog. And if you were wherever we were in the world, and if we hated each other, if you called me and said, yo, I need you, I would fly through a shitstorm. I would drive through hell to be there to try to help. And I know you got to know that. And then you said you got dirt on me and everyone else. And I ain't trying to call your bluff. But join the fucking club. Join the club, brother. You ain't got to dig very deep to find dirt on any.
I found that pretty profound, man. He's acknowledging some shit, but he isn't necessarily owning it.
Yep.
He's saying, hey, listen, yeah, okay, you got some dirt on me and I'm not calling your bluff. Saying, hey, look, not necessarily do you put it out.
Don't put it out.
Don't put it out there, but hey, you ain't got to find. So he's taking some loose ownership of this. Mm-hmm. And, he's kind of acknowledging it. And he's, this whole message that he's sending here, it's like, hey, this ain't too far gone. Maybe we can work this deal out. So let me grab this. G3 Mini here hits us with a 5-bomb. Said A-Cal needs to take responsibility for his own actions that caused the rift with Ryan and stop blaming Kurt and reactors. Yeah, we're going to get to that part, man. That's definitely the part that I think that he can do a lot better on, but I will get ahead of myself with that. I appreciate the 5-bomb G3 Mini on that deal, but I definitely do agree with you. Anything to add to that, Rich?
No, I don't. It's a very, very odd situation.
Yes.
I think it's been going on for a while, truth be told. But
what's up, Got?
Just my guess.
I saw Got come in and thanking us for the support. Hey, no problem. We're going to support what's right. And we got your back on that subject for sure. Appreciate you stopping in. Drop down to some new comments here. Let's see, June K says, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they both have dirt on each other. And that's how it is. It always is with friends. I'm going to agree with that, June K. I think there is some back and forth. I think there's something else going on there. Yeah. So because we don't really know, and he's kind of saying this and that. There was something that happened, and he's acknowledging it. He just ain't really owning it. So, yeah, drop that out of there. Get back to this deal,
buddy. We've made mistakes. We are not innocent. We are far from saints. But I don't believe that we are bad men. And I'm talking about me and you. I don't believe we are bad men. You called me a shitty person in that video. That actually hurt me. I'm not a shitty person. And I'm not going to be another casualty on your YouTube channel. That can't be my fate.
Now, I want to, before he gets too far into that deal, I don't think Adam's a shitty person. I really don't. I think Adam's got some fucking struggles in his life, man. I mean, clearly, you know his history. Dude's been to prison. He's got some demons. But he talks about where he's at in his life right now. Having a young daughter, being in a good place to have a young daughter, what the effects that had on him. And maybe, you know, that's something, you know, he's, you know, probably reverted back to some of that shit that got him in trouble in the past. You know, none of us are perfect. But he's kind of like, you know, it seems to me the vibe that I'm getting from Adam Calhoun, man, is that, you know, he does have some demons that he's working out. And he's going back and forth, and he's like, he doesn't view himself as a shitty person. He doesn't say, I didn't do anything shitty to you. He just doesn't view himself as a shitty person. So, you know, I mean, there's something to be said about that. Some people throwing some money at us. Better address this. See, Tim Lawrence with a 10 bomb says, hey, saying you got it on me and I got it on you too. So, hey, I love you. Let's work it out. I think he means well. Ryan didn't go to the wedding. Ryan has his reasons, but friendship should trump it all. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, again, we don't know what transpired, right? And in order for people to work it out, you know, there's got to be some trust. I mean, you can't be friends with somebody if you can't trust them. I mean, and that's really what the fuck everything comes down to. Once you've broken someone's trust or you've given some reason for them to look at you side-eyed, man, how do you bring that back? How do you repair that? Some instances you can't, you know. So without us really knowing, all we can do is just speculate. And I'm going to say that, you know, probably, you know, with kind of like, you know, the way that Adam's reacting to this right now, I don't think it's going to be conducive. And not saying that it's all Adam's fault or all Ryan's fault or any of that shit. I just don't think that his reactions that I'm seeing right now are going to be conducive to some kind of path to find harmony on this. I personally don't believe that, but that's just from what I'm seeing. Appreciate the 10 bomb, Mr. Lawrence. Thank you again, sir. Oh, Lori's World, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for stopping in. Oh, fuck. Merle's Herpy Lip. I have the best meatloaf recipe. Flame broiled Project Apartments. There you go. That's very interesting. There's Robert 615. He says he will need to do what he needs to make money. He talked about Haystack, and then he wanted to track with Haystack. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. People change. I don't know exactly. I know about the Haystack situation, but I don't know exactly what you're referring to. Maybe he flip-flopped on that deal. I don't know. To speak on it to a point of, you know, to say, hey, listen, like, I know what you're talking about. CG3. Yeah, and I guess, you know, where Ryan had made mention to, like, with all the shit that he's gone through here in recent times, and this was, you know, this one kind of hurt. So you can see that in Ryan's video, not to go too deep into it. Robert says, I'm not saying Adam don't love Ryan for changing his life. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's something there, but again, you know, you could have just, you know, who knows what the fuck happened, but it's got to be pretty seriously if it's made it out here into the public. Melly says, in reality, when you watched your friend go through shit Ryan has went through with his mom and family, you should just know that the last thing they need is to feel more betrayal. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think Ryan did a good job conveying that. He said, you know, just when everything else was going on, man, he's like, you know, to hear you, you know, doing whatever happened with the diss tracks or whatever the fuck happened. He's like, you know, that was a deep cut for him. So yeah. So a lot of people were paying attention that, you know, Ryan wasn't at that wedding. So people know. Get back into this.
Me and you, we have done more good than bad. in our lives and in our careers. And then, sorry, I looked at the time. I want to try to keep this short. People are talking shit in the comments and shit because I left a comment on that video. I don't know if you could see that. It says 11 days ago. I don't know if you could see it, but whatever. It says 11 days ago. People are like, oh, he deleted the comment. He know he fucked up. No. What? Like, I had no other way of communication, so I left that comment because in the part of the video where Ryan was talking about, oh, and these people want to act like they're tough or be violent, and this isn't exact wording. It's just like that in prison and showing up to my gate. So I'm like, oh, he's got to be talking to me. And then I'm looking at the comments and people are saying it's, yo, is this about Adam? So I left a comment. I said, a lot of people think this is about me. Here's what I'll say. Hey, dog, air me out, empty the mag, get everything about me out there. Fuck it. At the end of the day, like I always say, brother, I'll always be there if you need me. I feel like I've always owed you that. Send that bitch, church. And
yeah, I needed to find a good place to stop that. I kind of have a hard time believing, that he had no other way to get a hold of him. So
that's bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is Ryan said that, when the shit with, when he decided to call out Tom McDonald, that he said that Adam came to his house and was some kind of a middleman in this deal, trying to negotiate some peace.
So that would have been, was he trying to do this? I remember he made the video and then the diss track was a couple days later.
Well, yeah. He said he in Brian's words were that he drove there in a snowstorm and he described him as a middleman.
Yeah. It's just like Limo just said. He said, baffles me is that a YouTube comment the only way he has to communicate with him? I'm just not.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like, that's what draws me out to the thing. Like, man, are you really talking to Ryan, or are you deflecting, or is this some kind of damage control, or what is this? Right. There's kind of, like me, I'm real big on logic and how do we get to these places? It's just hard for me to believe that you had no other way to get a hold of him. A guy like you, this is connected as you are, you can't get a message to him. Is he, I don't know. If I could take you at your word, but it becomes troubling when Ryan says, no, you were just here a couple weeks ago trying to be the middleman for this situation. So I'm like, what happened to that avenue? Did something happen at that point? There's some unknowns there. Yeah, Lori, I did catch his admission in the beginning, and he's, basically said, yeah, he said, I've said some things, and sure, I could have done some stuff. And he also, on the flip side of that, said Ryan's probably said and done some things to him to make him feel a certain way. So, which indicates that there's some kind of back and forth, at least coming from Adam's perspective. But yeah, to answer your question, we did catch it. So, let me rewind this just a little bit. I wanted to talk about that and just couldn't find a decent place to stop it.
Brother, I'll always be there if you need me. This is about me. Here's what I'll say. Hey, dog, air me out, empty the mag, get everything about me out there. Fuck it. At the end of the day, like I always say, brother, I'll always be there if you need me. I feel like I've always owed you that. Send that bitch, church. And I'm saying, if I've really done you that wrong, if I've done you that fucking dirty, then air me out. And at least I have the chance to apologize. And I hope that if you've done anything wrong to me, you could apologize to me.
Yeah, that's another profound part of this that I caught on the second go round of watching this. Basically saying, yeah, give me the chance to apologize, and then whatever, like clearly he's got a different viewpoint on this. He feels that there's something, that was reciprocated to him where maybe he feels he needs an apology. So, like I said, there's all we're left with is to try to read between the lines on this, right? And I know there's nobody that knows exactly what happened except for these two. So, but you know, it's out here in the open. We're talking about it. There's a video, you know, so I mean, we're kind of just left with the interpretation of this, and I can just take them, you know, at their word and what's going on there. So, Ms. Beehive says body language speaks volumes. I'd agree with that. Yeah, definitely. You can see that. There was another comment up here I wanted to grab. Ashley Nicole, she said Ryan did say Adam was involved in the Gator. Yeah, he said he described him in the Bravo Gator shit too as a middleman. So he's saying that, you know, he's been in contact with him. So it kind of, you know, again, that's another point where it's like, this was the only way to get a hold of him. I don't know. So, I mean, maybe something drastically has changed. Who knows? Robert says, Ryan Seat Adam was not around while all this fucking bullshit was going on. And he stayed away on Jelly and Struggle because they got big quick. Yeah, it's possible. See, Miss Beehive says, make eye contact, Adam. That's the first red flag for me. I don't necessarily know. I mean, it's
a video.
Yeah, he's speaking into a camera. You know, I mean, there's always going to be that awkwardness, no matter how much you do it. There's always going to be that awkwardness of like, who are you really talking to, right? So it's kind of hard to try to get there. Tim hits us with a 5-bomb. He says, Ryan said, don't come to my gate looking for like a stand in his diss. Also, Ryan probably blocked Adam's number. I'm sure Adam tried calling him and got a voicemail. I mean, that's possible, you know, and I mean, there's some shit here, you know, that Ryan talked about in his video where he said, you know, like basically this kind of reverting to violence and talking like all this tough shit, which unfortunate, man, which I found it really unfortunate. There's some hinting of that when he's in Captain Kurt's fucking chat yesterday. And I'm just like, man, I don't want to get ahead of myself on this, but I would like to think that the dude is bigger than that, you know, and I won't get ahead of myself on it, but that was really disappointing for me to see some of that. But appreciate you again, Mr. Tim Lawrence. Oh, drop down here. Seen Susie Q in here. She says, hey y'all, Forky Backstabber. Wow. Susie Q has an opinion there.
If you got hate in your heart, let it out.
Let it out. Okay. Robert says, okay. And was he with him all time? Right. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's clearly, they've not seen eye to eye for a while. So just from what I can see here, David Sharp says A-Cal could at least got old Gobbler to pass the message to Ryan. Yeah. He seems like an effective fucking conduit for messaging. I can tell you that. Mud-covered Martian concert cricket, but some people pretend to proclaim that they do know, but they don't. That's the problem, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what people know and what they don't know. I mean, this fucking subliminal shit, it's kind of getting old with this situation and just creating more problems, but I'm getting ahead of myself again on that. Jan Summerfield, he sure made more eye contact on the Katie bullshit. Interesting. Won't disagree with that. Drop down to these comments. All right, let me get back into this video. It's easy to get distracted on this thing.
And as men, I feel like, yeah, we could do that. Like, this shit's not that out of control. And I know people have fucked you over. And I know some of those people deserve whatever they got coming to them. But I ain't one of those motherfuckers. I ain't stole from you. I ain't fucked with your family. I never took nothing from you, like discredited what you've done.
So right there, he's half-ass admitting that he did something, but it wasn't at the magnitude of what other people have done, is the way I interpreted that. So he's saying, I never stole from you, I never fucked with your family, and I never discredited what you've done. So Adam seems to think that, you know, there's some kind of a path to redemption or some kind of middle ground they can find based on those reasons is how I took that. Yeah. And Melieli's got it right here. You don't have to take something for someone to hurt them. Yeah, I mean, there's like, fuck, dude. You know, there's a lot of betrayal that seems to happen to Ryan, and you know that's just unfortunate. See here, Jan says, can't listen to his whining ass mouth anymore, and I'm done with him and his antichrist. Fred and Tom. Yeah, the whole Tom McDonald look, man, I honestly believe, like, and here's the thing, here's the honest to God fucking truth. I'd never listened to anything he did with Tom McDonald. Wasn't interested in it, never fucking, the whole deal, the album covers, everything just looked cheesy to me. I'm just not big on Tom McDonald.
I never liked the guy, but I never disliked the guy. He was just out there, you know, I never.
Yeah, I mean, the whole, like, when this whole fucking, you know, pandering shit, it never sat well with me. I've never heard anything that they've done together. So I never bothered to listen to it, never, you know, even tried. Now, the shit that I appreciate, Clean Money, Tombstone, country rap tunes, that's the stuff that I appreciated from Adam. So, you know, that's the stuff that's still on my playlist. That's the stuff that, you know, I'm a fan of Adam Calhoun, man. There's no getting around it. And this shit, it bothers me. I hate to see this because I think that nobody wins, man. Nobody wins in this if there's a split with these people. You know, I think it's a disservice to the fans, and I think it sucks for the artists, man, that there's shit that happened there. And it sucks because, you know, people are going to pick sides, and I'm not talking about the obvious grifting ass people that are, you know, had nothing to do with fucking Adam before, you know, there was some kind of a reported riff. Now they're all Team A Cal, right? But before they wouldn't give a fuck about him. Those are the grifters in the fucking Upchurch Hater Club. I'm saying, you know, there's people that are going to pick sides on this depending on, you know, what information they get and, you know, how they feel about it. And I don't see that being a plus or a positive for anybody. I think it just sucks. And at the end of the day, it hurts the genre to do that in this particular instance. Right. Because to me, these are two powerhouses, and I'd rather see them working together than at each other's throats. That's just my personal opinion on it. Let's see here. Lori says, did you hear Johnny Goble claim reactors like Triple T's drama channels? Isn't his channel built on it? Yeah, of course. Johnny is, I don't know why anybody fucking even bothers listening to that dude anymore. Neville says, I'm not even going to act like I know everything that has happened. But I think Adam does feel sorry for something that happened, but it doesn't seem he can ever make it better in some eyes. I mean, you never know, right? We don't know. We don't know what happened. Yeah. Ryan and Adam with the song Die Tonight. It was, yeah, that's what put Adam on the map. That's what got him started. So G3 Mini, Johnny's been stalking any artist that has anything to do with Ryan, and those, yeah, Ryan, that's this whole fucking obsession with Ryan with Johnny it's too much to cover.
Right.
Mud covered Martian concert cricket. Exactly. It hurts the genre to stir up behind the scenes, etc. Yeah. I mean, this just sucks because somebody's going to come out of this tarnished, and that's really what it comes down to, but there's no undoing it. You know, what happened. And eventually all this shit is going to it'll come to light. Let's see. There's Miss Gale. She says, once becoming stabbed in the back becomes a daily occurrence, it's not about the size of the knife anymore. It's about who's next with another knife.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you would know, because you've got some firsthand experience with the subject. So I will take that as the gospel. Let's see. It's Country Bro. He says, I was disappointed when I seen Adam did the first album, Brave, with Tom. Because to me, Adam went against his morals doing that with Tom. Still like Adam, though, but his meds aren't helping anymore. Yeah, there's a possibility. You know, the dude's got some demons. Not an excuse for him, but I definitely dig what you're saying there. All right.
I ain't a piece of shit. And people that know me know that. I believe you know that. a hard job, what we do, what me and you do. A lot of people want to see us fail. Some people want to see us tear each other down on the internet. I think more people want to see us stand shoulder to shoulder. I'm going to be in Nashville by the time you see this. I'm going to finish some shit up. I'm always willing to talk. If you were in this room right now, I'd give you a fucking hug. I'd tackle you. I'd give you a fucking hug, dog. Motherfucker, if I knew, if we had to fight in the gravel, if I knew that would make everything better, I would do that. Dust each other off and laugh about it later in life. I hope that this video finds you in good spirit, because I mean it with good spirit. And I don't, you know what, on this video, I don't give, people can pick it apart and say what they want. I ain't worried about my fucking career. I ain't worried about, I worry about my family and my friends and my friend. And I wanna, if I've done things wrong in my life, I like, with people and shit like that, I'd like to fix them. And, you know, I'm in a cool part of my life. My daughter changed, I helped change my life, and I think of things a lot differently.
Yeah, he makes an excellent point there. Mr. Tim Lawrence, again, he's hitting us with a 5-bomb. He says, tough to pick sides when you've been Creek from day one, and respectful. The shout out of Adam. Want them two to sing Die Tonight on stage together, and Ryan to swallow his pride. I mean, you know, you never know. I mean, you can't ask. It's hard to
just have no clue what happened, you know.
Yeah, you know, I mean, sure, I think it would be best for everybody. You don't know exactly what happened for him to say, hey, you need to swallow your pride. I mean, it's kind of broken up there. Maybe I'm losing something in translation, but yeah. I appreciate the 5-bomb. Adam touched on something, man, and this is one of the more interesting things about Adam to me, because there is something about this little girl coming into his life, dude, and it's a focal point for him. You know, there in the song Amen, he said there's a line in that song, and it says, my enemies should thank my daughter. She gave them light, because I'd rather be a father than do life. You know, so I mean, he's letting you know, man, listen, dude, yeah. I'd be fucking, you know, I'd be a much worse person without that little girl.
Yep.
And, you know, he makes reference to her again here. He said, you know, I'm at a really cool point in my life right now with my little girl. And, you know, maybe whatever he did before he feels bad about, you know, and doesn't know how to own it. Maybe he's looking back on it. You know, we all grow as people, and I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just giving some plausibility to this, you know, saying, hey, look, you know, maybe he's clearly a man with some demons, whatever the deal is. But for me, you know, that it's hard to call a guy a piece of shit when I know he feels a certain way, you know, like, you know, you could come out and tell me, oh man, no, this is what really fucking happened. And that might change what, you know, the way I feel about it. But I'm just kind of looking at this from a more human element. You know, I get it, man. People make mistakes and people go into some issues, you know, we all fucking do some things we're not proud of. You know, it's just, are you better today than you were yesterday? You know, I mean, that's just me being real about it. So, pull that down real quick and let him finish what he's going to say.
And people were like, yo, you need to respond to this comment. You need to shut the fuck up. You need to respond to this video, Ryan. Shut the fuck up. I speak when I want to speak forever. That's how that's going to be. And I was getting my son ready for a fight. Then I got to take into consideration what my friend is saying and think about it. Instead of acting out in anger like I've been doing my whole fucking life, I actually sat and thought about the shit. And this is what I think. It feels good to get it out. I love y'all. All right.
Yeah, pull that down. Well, so I mean, a little interesting part there at the end. He kind of makes a couple excuses as to why it took him 9 or 11 days to make some kind of a response to this, which I'm gonna find problematic, right? Because
Well, something's there. I mean, clearly.
yeah, but in that same time span, he dropped this song that just came out the other day.
Yeah.
And he had enough time to, call out reactors. He mentioned reactors in a song. We know where that came from. That's from the fucking past 10 days.
Yeah.
He had enough time to formulate that deal. So it kind of goes against what he was just saying right there. I mean, clearly, the deal where he, went back and forth with Kurt the first time, and he's got issues with what Triple T and Kurt were talking about. Okay. But at the same time, he didn't have time to respond until now to make that video. He had time to, at least add some shit to a song.
But don't you think he'd have been better off not to react to that? Because I mean, it's not like Kurt and Triple T. I mean, I like the guys, but they're not like super huge in the scheme of like music. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of basically said, hey, these guys pretty much, kind of knocked on the door type shit, like figured it out. I don't know.
No, I think it's honestly, I mean, I'll kind of get into it when we get into this next portion. We'll hit Mr. John Crack up. He says, I think he feels hurt that Ryan dissed Tom after he literally put in 2 albums with a guy that alone is a huge diss that no one is talking about. I mean,
I don't know if their shit has anything to do with Tom.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, other people were trying to drag Adam into it when Ryan was talking about it. And he says, hey, Adam's got nothing to do with this.
Right.
And he didn't mention it.
Church said that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He said, why are you trying to drag him into it? I mean, that was his words on the deal. So there is that. C. Melielli says he only reacted out of fear of losing fans. They have a lot of the same fan base. He couldn't risk losing any of them. Well, which is kind of counterintuitive because with this next thing I'm going to show you, he's alienated a lot of people, man. Yeah. I'm kind of going to get into this. He was in Kurt's chat yesterday.
So real quick, I could just, cause I don't know the history. I've heard a lot of people say, like, as this has been going on, that Ryan really is responsible for putting Adam on. Is that really the case? Like,
yes.
So there really wouldn't be an Adam Calhoun, or at least in this version. In time
what was going on was that Ryan and Adam were doing some skits together. Right. And then when Ryan become aware, like Adam's told the story, but basically he says, I used to rap, and Ryan like helped him get the courage to go kind of jump back into this and do this. And, to kind of, I mean, it's a lot more, into it than that, but that's just like the abbreviated version of it.
But he was like the catalyst of him.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's for what you see right now. At least
so that is a pretty truthful statement then when people say that. Gotcha. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Right there. Robert said Ryan put Adam on. Yes. 100% facts.
Gotcha.
Yes, he did. And that's the part that really sucks about this, man, to hear that there's some shit going on in the background and it just sucks.
Well, nobody wants to see two good friends, fucking arguing shit.
Yeah. And 904 Mike, he says, I'm no longer a fan of ACAL after the way he's acted in the past few days. And I mean, that's kind of understandable, man, because I think that the reactions, especially what I'm getting ready to show you here in this chat, I think it really should be below him. And I think he's out of bounds on this shit. And I'll get into it, but let me go and pull up the YouTube side of this real quick. Go get what I'm going to do, because there wasn't really an easy way for me to do this with Captain Kurt's stuff. But I'm going to throw this up here. And I think Adam comes in there right about the 21-minute mark. So
yeah, and to be clear, I'm not trying to downplay Triple T or Kurt. I'm just saying as far as their size versus Adam, like, you know what I'm saying, just how big he is versus their reach versus his. It's a massive difference. So
Well, yeah, a guy with, 1.7, 1.8 million fans or subscribers or whatever. And you got, I think, T's at what, 15,000?
Yeah. And then Kurt's not even that big, is he?
13,000, something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as far as the scale goes, but, as we've learned on here, subscribers don't really mean
that's true.
What you might think they mean, because your reach could be much bigger than, your subscriber count, depending on how things work out. But I honestly think, Adam, this is not a good look. And this is why I think that, like, is with everything that's going on right now, with Ryan coming out and saying, hey, man, you stabbed me in the back, you made fucking diss tracks on me and shit, and you never put them out. And then it hurts, because like everything I went through and you're fucking doing this to me too. He's like, man, and I never done nothing to you.
Gotcha.
And you're like that. So at that time, okay, the fight music thing was already out and people knew about some grumblings. I'm just going to go, fuck it. They had to have known. This is why they're hyper focused and they're looking for some point that, Adam's dissing Ryan or whatever the deal is.
Clearly. Yeah.
And on the heels,
you just don't make this shit up out of thin air. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And on the heels of all this shit, Adam comes back with another track that I'm not going to play. I mean, you guys have heard it, just one more fucking thing for me to edit out of this or whatever. But, you guys have heard the track, and Adam says in the track, it's not a diss track. Okay. But at the same time, he's saying some pretty inflammatory shit and it's all very cryptic.
And that's the shit that Kurt picked out and Triple T. Yeah.
So, and here's the thing. It's not really fair to fucking go at the reactor when you put out some cryptic shit.
Right. Yeah. It's your words.
And you just keep saying, well, no, it's not, no, I'm not dissing this person. No, I'm not dissing that person, but you ain't telling us what the fuck you're talking about.
Right.
You're getting positive feedback. They're liking to hear you do music. We like it. Fuck, people are excited to hear you do music again, but it's all cryptic. You're not saying who the fuck you're dissing or who it's about or what's going on. You're just saying reactors and shit like that. And I get it. There's some plausible deniability you need with a guy that's, his size and his, because if you go in on a lowly reactor, you might open yourself up to some problems. I get it. There needs to be some plausible deniability for that.
Well, I understand. It was crazy because fucking he in his track, his most recent one though, to the Shook Ones beat, he's talking about like fucking if there's some shit, then actually say my name. Don't dance around it. But in effect, he's doing the same thing. Like it's not like he's
right.
I don't know.
He calls people out for being subliminal, but then the entire song is fucking
subliminal.
Except for he says, I only hate one man and it's not Ryan Edward.
Right.
Okay. So by process of elimination, okay, you're not dissing Ryan. And then as we'll get to look at here in a second.
But then you're calling him out because he doesn't say your name. It's just weird. I don't know.
Right. It's like I said, this is like the wrong time. I'm a big proponent of the totality of circumstances. You got all this shit brewing. This is probably not the best time to be putting out cryptic messages and then not giving anybody the fucking answers to what it is. And then at the same time, criticizing the people that are trying to fucking, decipher what you put out.
Yeah, put the code out. Yeah.
It's like, okay, so, all right, if I'm wrong, show me where I'm wrong, or at least like bring it together for me. Maybe we are way ahead of all of us. Just bring it together for me and help me understand to say, oh, okay, yeah, I was way the fuck off on this one. So, again, it is what it is. But I'm going to bring this deal up. We're kind of going to watch this. Adam, like I said, Kurt's got like 13,000 subs. Adam came up on his panel.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
And it's a big deal. And it was kind of, it's a little strange, for a guy of that magnitude to just show up and do that. We grab G3 Mini's 2-bomb here.
Yeah, I thought it was a big deal when Calhoun got in Triple T's chat. And then the next thing you know, like 2 days later, somebody sent me a message like, get on. Fucking Calhoun is on panel with freaking Kurt.
Right.
Holy shit.
G3 Mini hits us with a 2-bomb, says if their song wasn't a diss, why did ACAL react so bad? Exactly. Like why, why are you so defensive if you're not dissing people? I get it. You said you didn't diss anyone, but you're saying some inflammatory shit and you're doing the process of elimination saying it's not Ryan. But you got everybody all in a tizzy at the same time. Ryan saying that you fucking have stabbed him in the back in some form or fashion. It just doesn't seem like it's very conducive to making this situation better or, you know, however, mending the situation. It seems like you're adding fuel to the fire. And then when you're kind of like dissing the reactor, it's like, you know, you're really sending some mixed messages for people out here that want to see a good outcome on this. Let's see. Tim Lawrence says for the 2 bomb. He says it was a diss. He says he's lying in the line verse. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff there. I mean, I don't have the ability to go through and break it down like some of these dudes do. I'll stay in my lane on that. Appreciate you again, Mr. Tim Lawrence. Robert says, you think Adam will put the diss track out on Ryan? No, he may have done a diss track, but he's scared to put it out. It's very possible. I mean, I don't understand, I don't think Ryan would have lied about it or fucking exaggerated about it. It seems a bit chicken shit to me if you're going to make a diss track about somebody and then not put it out. Only for that dude to find out later that you made a diss track that never came out.
Right.
I mean, maybe it could just be as simple as that. I mean, and then there's no real defense for doing that. Yeah. I mean, talk about biting the hand that fucking feeds you and puts you on. I mean, yeah, that's, if it is just as simple as that, man, you know, I could see where it's like, yeah, fuck it, man. Why would you do that? So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of fucking subliminal diss tracks, dude. You need to dumb that shit down for me. Put it out there. He said there's Terminators is stretching the truth for views. That was something that he was talking about. If he is, I haven't seen him. He's in Kurt's chat. Yeah, for real. So we will pull this up. I've been trying to do it.
That's relentless. That's interesting. It says the red shirt equals Kurt. The triple verse is triple T.
Right. So we blow this thing up. There is no option to do a pop-out chat on this, which was kind of unfortunate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this dude all the fucking way up if I can. And try to.
When was this?
This was yesterday.
Okay, gotcha.
So hopefully you guys will be able to see that a little bit better. See here. All right, I'll kind of get into this. He comes in at about the 21-minute mark of this.
The song he made had nothing to do with Ryan. I went and I made it right. I didn't just ignore it and act like it fucking didn't happen. That's all I can be, dude. I know I'm not gonna change based off of what the rule book is anyway, but I'm saying I didn't know there was one. Like, no disrespect, Adam, but I don't come at you. Well, I guess I am telling you how to craft your music, right? I guess that's why you're taking it this way. You think I'm trying to tell you what to do? I ain't telling you what to do. I didn't say you were dissing Ryan and John. That's what I'm saying, bro. Adam, I never said. I wish you would reach out to me on Instagram because I sent you a message off of your story and it didn't work.
All right, so right here, Adam comes in. They did verify it was him actually in the chat.
Yeah, Kurt just sent me a message. He said everybody's saying it's not the real Adam.
No, it was him. Mr. Reactions was in there and verified it was him.
Yeah.
And he's a mod for Kurt. Adam's right there, 2111. He says, you're wrong about saying I'm dissing Ryan and John. You're dead ass wrong. I mean, to me, it's like I'm going to go back on what I just said, you know, and kind of reiterate it. You know, you put out a cryptic message here, man, at a time where, you know, everybody's buzzing about a video that Ryan put out and that you responded to. And then there's this song that comes with all this cryptic shit in it. And it's like, okay, you know, and then you're going to fucking jump on this dude for like looking at it and having an opinion on it. You didn't necessarily spell it out. And if I missed it, okay, I'll be dumb enough to miss it. I don't know what, but I mean, to jump on him and say, hey, you're dead ass wrong. It's like, well, dude, you know what? You're leaving people out here to fucking speculate on your message here. You know, I mean, what else can I say about it? Let's see here. Tim Lawrence, he says, Captain Kurt is a clown. Imagine thinking as a reactor that Adam Calhoun made a song just about you. I mean, you don't know. I mean, honestly, okay. I mean, here's the thing. In Kurt's defense, all right, Adam Calhoun was just up on his panel. He just showed up in his chat, directly addressing something that Kurt had to say. So whether Kurt feels this way or that way, this happened directly after that. I mean, you're going to say, oh, okay. I mean, I think, you know, there's reason to examine that. I mean, you know, in his defense, there's definitely reasons to examine it. The dude was just on his fucking panel and they had this, you know, what I will call an uncomfortable discussion about what was going on here. You know, and then and not only after that, the song comes out and then he's back in his chat. So, I mean, yeah, clearly Kurt is affecting this dude in some way. I mean, you know, so, I mean, you know, to be perfectly fair, dude, you know, if I was Kurt, I'd probably be thinking the same thing. 904 Mike, Kurt made very valid points and Kurt was wearing a red shirt when ACAL came on panel. I mean, again, you know, I'm not a fucking reactor. I don't know how to break this shit down. You know, I'm not very good at it. I'll stay in my lane again, I'll say. But these guys are looking at it and sure enough, yeah, Kurt had a red shirt on. You know, is it a stretch? I don't know. Given the totality of circumstances for him to just ignore it, I mean, who knows? So, Sense Amelia says, hello, Rusty and Rich in chat. What's up? Let's see here. Mama Payday said, Adam needs to just say what the fuck he has to say and shut the fuck up. Quit getting mad because people are interrupting his music when he ain't saying names. I have to agree with you. I mean, he needs to just come say what the fuck he's got to say, or at least spell this out or dumb it down for some of us. Because all it's doing is just drumming up more shit. So, Relentless said, Tim Lawrence, Adam was in the comments to his live you're watching from Kurt. It shook Adam legit, calls out reactors. Adam is only popping up in Kurt's lives because there's truth behind his opinion. I mean, you can't really argue with that. There's something there that's striking a chord with Adam. Yeah. And I mean, it's kind of strange to me. And there's some stuff that he goes on to say in this, you know, that I found really, really strange, man. So, drop down. Sorry about anybody missing their stuff here. Ken Smith says, Ryan has always been a champion for the reaction community. He supports the grind. Yeah. I mean, without, you know, the independent, actual independent artist, the reactors make a big deal, man. You know, they're the ones helping getting your music out there. Cynthia says, Ryan seemed deeply hurt and betrayed in that last video. It was difficult to watch. I think we've had that one friend who hurt us to our core. Yeah, it's true, man. Nikki says, Adam is watching Kurt because he knows he's close to Ryan. He wants to know if Ryan is about to bust his ass. It's very possible. So get back into this.
Like it says you have to wait for the messages to be approved to send this dude more messages. I didn't say you dissed Ryan. Yes, I said it could have been about Broadnax, but I didn't say that last song was about Ryan. And I told you, I don't think fight music is about Ryan. It's what's confusing to me, bro. I feel like I do a damn good job breaking music down. So I don't know if it's because I offended you, so you offend me. If that's what we're doing, a tit for a tat, I don't know. But one of the only reasons why I even went live is because I've been reading comments. I read comments from you on different reaction channels that they had different opinions on your music, said different things that I thought, well, damn, you didn't know that about Adam and you didn't correct other people. It's just odd to me, bro. It's just odd to me. That's it. Like, if you wanted to really fucking squash this out and I don't have to have my opinion and be wrong, I figured you would have, when I told you I can't send you nothing on Instagram because it said you didn't accept my message, that you would have reached out to me. But no, you didn't. You just fucking, and that was okay. I thought, okay, it's water under the bridge. Shit's over with. And then you make the video you made, and then you drop the track you dropped yesterday. Like, what do you expect me to do? Do you expect me to be like, oh yeah, he just putting out a random song? No, you even.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that's a fair assessment of that deal. I don't think he's out of line at all by saying that. Clearly, like I said, you brought his name into it. You're on his panel, and then you're back in his chat. I mean, sure. Yeah. All reasons to kind of look into what you're saying. Oh, Nikki Straight says, Mr. Rusting Rich, I've enjoyed the live chat and you're always amazing. Have a good night. Hey, Mr. Rusty, tell my friend happy birthday. I will do that. It's kind of strange.
To leap your birthday too. That's crazy.
Yep, it definitely is. So yeah, have a good night, Nikki Straight. Yeah. So, I mean, Kirk just kind of reiterated the point that I'm saying, it's not really that strange that, that they're questioning what the guy's doing. It's doing nothing but posing more questions than answers. So, all right, to jump back.
Said all the bullshit that's happening has been the reason why you made this song. Dude, if you believe in your opinion, I'm not. I'm just saying. Okay. I had an opinion. He just said it wasn't about Ryan and it wasn't about John. I never said either. I said that the last song he put out, I thought maybe could be a jab at Broadnax. But I never said it was out Ryan. Ever. I never said that. I knew you weren't dissing Ryan. Like, that's what I'm saying. How can I be spreading misinformation when you're the one that's saying that I am saying that? It's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I mean, again, not to downplay, Kurt or Triple T. These dudes honestly should not be affecting Adam in this way. So this to me is kind of drawing a red flag as to what the fuck is really going on. Like, why is it that, Kurt having this opinion and saying this shit, has got him on his panel and got him in his chat? I mean, what the fuck is really going on? I mean, it's, again, I'm gonna get a little bit ahead of myself on that one because I don't want to give away that. There you go. See, G3 Mini says, if ACal didn't have a guilty conscience, why after Triple T Kurt left it, only did he continue to harass Captain Kurt? I mean, I wouldn't call it harassment. Yeah, I think harassment's a little strong of a word, but he's definitely interacting with him, and you have to wonder why. So, I mean, again, Kurt's got 13,000 subscribers. I mean, he can pull some views. I mean, he's got some influence, but I'm kind of wondering what the fuck has got Adam all up in his fucking feels about Captain Kirk, So, and Nick Phillips, he says Adam is acting sus. I mean, I can't disagree with that. I don't have an answer for why he's fucking acting this way. And I mean, all I'm doing is kind of like racking my brain going, man, well, what the fuck? I really like what I just said. Like, dude, why has Captain Kirk got this dude all fucking riled up? Caitlin 502 said, hey, Rusty, y'all, much love. Hope you're having a better night than me. Sorry about your troubles there, Caitlin. Hopefully it'll get better. See, Ms. Beehive says no harassment, striking Uncle Will's channel. So he struck Uncle Will. Yeah. Okay. So that that's a bit of a bitch move right there. You're going to strike somebody. Okay. I'd trust what you're saying, Ms. Beehive. I'd like to hear it from Uncle Will. So, if that's the case, man, there's going to be no fucking denying this. If he actually struck Uncle Will, that's fucked up. Oh, let's see.
Who struck Uncle Will?
They're saying Adam struck Uncle Will.
Oh, come on. Are you serious?
That's what they're saying, man. Lil Mama Payday says because he knows Kurt knows, just saying. Yeah. So I think Mama Payday's onto something here. He may know what the fuck is going on here. So, Hillbilly Hip Hop, Adam's seen what happened to Katie Noel and Chase Matthew. Well, I mean, sure. But those people, I mean, Chase just kind of did his own fucking thing. He's his own undoing, man. He kind of showed his thing. And Katie Noel, dude, she's hard to stomach. That's just all there is to it. I honestly think that if Adam wasn't doing this shit right here, he would fare a lot better. If he wasn't fucking pouring, logs on this fucking fire with this dumb shit, I think he would fare a lot better. I mean, but this, like I said, this is not a good look. This is why I titled this live that some people need to do better. And I'm talking about Adam Calhoun, dude. This guy should be above this shit. And unless this is some demon and it's now coming up in this way, I don't know. But it's very disappointing, man, to see, to see this. Here's Mr. 12 Point shining some light on. He says, no, wasn't a strike. Thank you, Mr. 12 Point. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear it.
Hey, Cal, did you record this on Church in the Studio? People been saying that. I seen people saying, he was recording diss tracks with Tom McDonald. He was doing this. You ain't running around correcting those motherfuckers. I'm not saying that. You see me say that? No. I'm not.
That's a valid point, man. People are in this chat right there asking him. He's in the chat. He's not responding to those people. He's responding to Kurt. He's not responding to these people asking, hey, look, the thing that Ryan accused you of doing, you're not answering it. You're not owning it, but you're over here, basically taking shots at Kurt. So I'm kind of, I have no other way to interpret that except for he's deflecting. There's just no other fucking way to take it. He's deflecting from whatever the fuck's going on here, which it sucks, man. Shit. Got just read the private chat, Rich.
Isn't that funny?
It's fucked up.
God damn it.
God damn. Sorry. Hillbilly Hip Hop says the copyright claim. Well, there's YouTube is kind of fucking silly about that shit right now. I just have to edit shit out of it afterwards, or they just start fucking with your videos. But yeah, it's, kind of got sidetracked with that, by the way. We get back to this deal.
I just don't get it. There's a lot of people that have reacted to this shit that have opinions on this. But I'm the one that's wrong. I'm the one that's spreading all the misinformation. You just said, I'm sending sublims at John. That's crazy. Okay. Then I was wrong. Hey, Cal, that's what I'm saying. That's all it took, bro. You're not dissing John, and you're not dissing Ryan. That's what it took, I guess, right? That's what you're saying. Wasn't a diss track. You were just talking about random people. That's what you're saying, not me.
All right. So again, there's a valid point because Kurt showed a parallel between a line in Adam's song and a line in fucking Broadnax's song that he did like 6 months ago.
Is that who he's referring to as John?
Yes, John
Okay.
Broadnax. And he's saying, and again, we're just left with this cryptic shit to fucking kind of sift through. And he's like, hey man, okay, well here's a fucking parallel. This is the same thing. And he's like, and at the end of it, put some respect on my name. It's like, dude, what are we supposed to think? And again, I think Kurt's getting a fucking raw deal on this because all he's doing is fucking trying to sift through the shit that he's left with. And I don't know, man. I think it's kind of shitty of fucking Adam Calhoun to come down on the fucking critics. Dude, honestly, I'd like to see you be a bigger man than that.
Yeah, that's the kind of people, I'm not saying like Kurt in particular, but people of that size, that's kind of who you want to lift up in the deal.
No, and again, and it's like, I'll get ahead of myself again because there's a part in this, that becomes very fucking profound to me. There's something Adam types in this chat, and I can't believe that he honestly believes it. So I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Fuck my opinion. I guess it's fuck my opinion. I guess reaction channels are not allowed to have an opinion. I should take my opinion and I should conform it to what ACAL wants it to be. Fuck that, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't make sense. As an American, you're allowed to have an opinion. My opinion could be anything it wants to be. It's allowed to be that.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have any opinion that you want to have. I don't understand why me thinking that you threw a shot at Broadnax isn't understandable. Not the only one that said that. But it is what it is. Dylan says, hey, Cal, Ryan said you made diss tracks on him, so you're going to go correct that or say the truth on that. All your opinions are me dissing my friends. No, they're not. No, they're not. Not every one of my opinions were you dissing your friends. As a matter.
Yeah, that draws me back to, I think that he's fucking deflecting. So he's trying to put this shit on Kurt, man. And it's fucking ridiculous to me. You know, how in the fuck does Kurt's opinion matter to the point where it can destroy a friendship between Ryan Upchurch and fucking Adam Calhoun? If there's any chance in hell that fucking Kurt or Triple T or any fucking buddy, for that matter, can have an opinion about a song you put out and it can destroy your friendship with fucking another artist, there was something wrong with that fucking friendship to begin with. There's no fucking way that should even be possible. But at the same time, you know, you're saying you got no other way to get hold of this guy, but then you're going to put it on Captain Kurt for fucking diving into some cryptic shit you put out and say it's his fault. That's weak, man. That's fucking weak. There's just no fucking way. There's no other way around it. It's weak to do that. I have no other choice but to think that you were deflecting from what you fucking did to cause this situation, and you're trying to put it on a fucking reactor or reactors and say they're causing shit, dude. Nah, that's fucking weak sauce, dude. And I mean, honestly, I'm disappointed, man. I'm fucking disappointed in that, because I thought a lot more of you than that. I thought a lot more of you than that, dude. I mean, you know, no disrespect to Kurt and T and all that. None of us should be on that fucking level to affect you like that. Unless you've opened it up for something to affect you that way. And it ain't got nothing to do with these people looking at it. And no getting around it, man.
Matter of fact, bro. Okay, hold on. Let me start this for you. In the very beginning with fight music, my original opinion was it was about Ryan, right? Like I told you, my opinion then shifted because of education, right? And I listened to it a few more times. I said, no, it ain't about Ryan. It's about something completely different. He might even just be speaking like an aggressive rap stance. Like, it doesn't have to be a diss track. I even talked to you about that. I said it could be his feelings and his emotions just on the pad, and maybe there's similarities there, but it's just because of an emotion, right? We talked. Boom. You put out a video. Boom. You put out this song. So you aimed it at reaction channels. I said in the beginning, I didn't feel like the beginning of this track had anything to do with reaction channels. You were talking about an artist that can't out-rap you, you'll out-rap them. So my lean was an artist that's a reactor, which was Simba. Ding. Huh, it's possible. Lion, Simba, Lion. Then somebody goes, oh, in the chat, oh, he mentioned Shaquille O'Neal. I said, oh shit, you're right. And Broadnax is a fan of basketball. Boom. Then I'm listening. During that live stream, somebody sends me, oh, check this out, bro. Broadnax, 1 minute and 30 seconds does that same bippity boppity boo flow pattern bar. I said, oh, snap, you're right. And he talks about Shaquille O'Neal, and in that video, Broadnax is wearing a Shaquille O'Neal jersey. Bro, I'm not fabricating anything. There's people listening to the music and sending me a message and saying, hey, look, check this out. And I'm like, oh shit, you're right. And you can watch that happens. I actually stop the reaction that I do to your video and I go watch something else.
I mean, yeah, those are two solid parallels, man. You can't really argue with that. You know, again, I'll reiterate, we're digging through some cryptic shit here, and a dude's just, you know, he finds two parallels in somebody else in the game, Broadnax. It's like, oh, okay. You know, I mean, and you're not saying what the fuck your intent is. You're not speaking your intent. So, oh, I bet there's another one here. Damn it, Rich.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Fuck you. So, here's Bell says, Brandy, I don't know much, but how could Adam be trying to distract from real issues by creating another issue? Yeah, it's possible. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's addressing the issue. It seems like he's dancing around it to me. I'm like, you know, if I had a riff with somebody who, you know, is as near and dear to my heart as Adam says Ryan is to him, the last thing I'd be doing is fucking out here sending mixed messages about the situation. I would want to make my intentions clear. Say, hey man, whatever happened, dude, I want to squash it. I want it to go away. No, fuck it. Whatever happened, let's put it behind us. I want to see that. Not say one thing and then out the other side of my fucking neck be putting out some cryptic fucking song. You know, it's like you're kind of your own worst enemy on that. See, Relentless says, hopefully ACal working with Dusty Lee, Jam Wayne, D-Thrash, and Jaga Boys, a few others will give him back his balls. That's why he's in Tennessee right now, making music with them right now. I'll take your word for it. You know, yeah, I mean, I don't know about the man losing. I think that's a strong statement to say he lost his balls. Maybe he's got himself into a situation that he doesn't know how to fucking handle. I think that's more like it. So, Blue Eyes said, I know Ryan sure don't need to be thinking about all this at the moment with the shows coming up soon. Probably not, man. Probably not. And with all the shit, like what Gail said before, coming through all this, you know, he's probably just ready to move on from all the people that have stabbed him in the back, man. So that was my point. Spot on, Rusty. Yeah, cool, man. Glad I'm making sense to somebody. Limu, Adam made sneak disses and songs, maybe thinking no one would catch them. Some people caught it and called it out. So now he's just doing damage control. That's my opinion on it. It's very possible, man. I think, you know, I think he's just adding, you know, just kind of like deflecting and, you know, like I said, mixed messages are probably the worst thing you should be sending right now. Tim Hudson, I'm new here and I'll say this, Kurt is a bigger man than me because if Adam was to come on my platform and intimate me, we're going to throw hands if he's the man he says he is. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think, you know, when people go, when you start talking like dumb shit, like defaulting to violence, I mean, there's some other shit that he, you know, that kind of goes to this stuff, man. I really start losing respect for people that start, you know, like adults start talking about fucking moving to violence, knowing where that's going to end up. You know, I have no respect for that. Tim Hudson says, I hope Adam sees my comment because he's people bitches, but he hides behind that word. Yeah, it's possible. On payday, Ryan has a tour coming up and a baby due this summer. He doesn't have time to focus on bullshit. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. This Lori, true, but Kurt probably does know some things, but respects Ryan's friendship and privacy. It's all possible. So, all right. See, Ken Smith says Ryan is a machine. No one can deal with the drama and still pump out evergreen music like he does. Yeah, dude, he's the most fucking productive drug addict I've ever seen. For a dude that's all strung out and supposedly losing his fucking mind, he sure works like a fucking madman.
He made both Blue Jeans in 7 days. Well, each one. Like,
so
one
2
was
weeks,
7,
he's got 2 albums, huh?
Yeah.
90s made, so there was way more bars that could have been referenced to Broadnax. I thought it was about him too. There were at least 6 or 7. There you go, man. There's some other people seeing the same things, man. Gotta get back into this.
I mean, I'm not making the shit up, dude. And why did you include, I mean, that's questions I would have about it. Fucking break that shit down for us, Bubba. Tell us what it means. If I'm wrong and everybody else is wrong, what does it mean? If it's not you said this ain't a diss track, but said it was that fuck ass reactors. Well, what is it? Was it you saying you could really rap and this is your rap ability so that the reactors could hear this is you really rapping? And I'm trying to watch for your comment because I almost missed one and maybe I missed another one. But I'm just saying, bro, it don't make sense that I'm not allowed to have the same breakdown idea as somebody else. My opinions are shit. And I just told you, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll admit it. Ask Struggle. Go fucking call Struggle up and ask Struggle if when I was wrong, I admitted it. Ask Struggle how long he talked to me on the phone for and what it came to. Go ask him. That's somebody you know. You told me I don't know none of you motherfuckers. I don't got no understanding of this situation. That was what you told me. I'm just saying, dude. I don't even want to be arguing with you, to be honest with you. I wish, at the end of the day, I wish you wouldn't involve me in this shit. I wish I could have an opinion like everybody else.
That's a valid point, man. All Kurt's asking for is some clarity on this and kind of saying, hey, man, why the fuck you picking on me? I got an opinion just like everybody else, but you're demonizing mine. And I can't see the problem with it, Limu, Emu, and Doug, he said, like Ryan said in his Tracy Lawrence interview, if he's a drug addict like these people say he is, what does that say for them? That a drug addict is doing better than them. No shit, man. Fuck, I got to watch that, dude.
It's good, dude.
I'm going to end this live so I can go watch it.
And it's not that long. Like, it's the perfect amount of time.
Nuggy says, I don't care what Adam says. Shook Ones is 100% a diss track directed at someone. It seems pretty fucking inflammatory to me. I definitely agree. Shady J says, so how did Ryan get these diss tracks about him that Adam did? From what Ryan said, and I could be misinterpreting this, but he said he has recordings of people that were at his house talking shit about him. So, and he says they are on high quality security, and it's like, okay. And then in Adam's, my friend video, he says, hey, I ain't calling your bluff, man. So he's kind of like, there's something's there. See, Centra Spike, the reason he went on Kurt's is because Kurt has Ryan's ear. Adam doesn't want Kurt's conspiracy theories affecting Adam and Church's friendship. Yeah, I could lend some credence to that, but what did Adam do where that a third party could affect that? Right? Ryan's already put a video out stating that he's not happy with Adam. Is that Kurt's fault? I don't think so. It's something that fucking Adam did to Ryan. So, I don't know. It would I think Ryan's of a strong enough mind to make up his own mind about somebody. I don't think he needs to rely on Kurt to make his mind up about somebody like Adam Calhoun. Just my take on it. Ken Smith says Ryan covers his ass. Is smart man. There's somebody who told me that this fucking music game is a dirty, dirty game, man, and it certainly looks that way.
Could you imagine? It is. It has to be.
Yeah. Stardust says, I'm good, Miss Lori, going to bed. Well, thank you for stopping in, Stardust. Kurt thinks the earth is flat. Well, I didn't say Kurt had all the answers. I just said I agree with him on this one. They just throw it in on Kurt. CG3 Mini. Okay. Another point I want to make is that people talking shit on Ryan for having recordings on him. He has to have security everywhere in and around his house due to threats and stuff. Yeah. For all the shit that he's been through. Okay. So now let's demonize him for fucking, covering his ass and recording his shit. It is what it is. I think Adam is sincere. I think there is some sincerity in Adam. So, am I 100% convinced? No, because he throws some shit out there that kind of contradicts his sincerity. So, Ryan is super conditioned mentally. Yeah, I could see where you might think that. BC, AC likely sold out long before, I don't know, but I definitely look at him as a sellout after teaming with Tom McDonald. He hurt his brand with me personally. Like, I haven't listened to anything he's done with Tom McDonald, but that's just because I don't like Tom McDonald. So, Relentless said no one is going to sway up church. His mother did that, and look where she is. Yeah, he even says that why is he an independent artist? He doesn't let others make decisions for him. And speaking of which, what's going on, Mr. Kurt?
Shit.
Not much. What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up, man? There's some people out here trying to say you think the world's flat, dude, and they're kind of digging on you.
Yeah, I know. I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in my famous spot right now, so it figures conspiracy theories come from this famous garage seat right here.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you popping in, man, and weighing in on this. I found it, to be kind of interesting with all the shit that's going on, and that, what exactly that you've done to Mr. Adam Calhoun that's got him feeling some kind of way about your opinion by itself.
Hey,
Yeah,
Kurt.
What's
Kurt,
up?
how's that song charting, by the way, for Adam?
It's doing well, bro. I think that's great. I think I motivated him to actually get him back on the charts, man, and that's awesome. It's been a long time since he's been there by himself, so I definitely think that's pretty dope. But no, I appreciate you guys covering this, because there's a lot of people saying that it wasn't him in the chat. Like, I wish it wasn't him. Like, this is crazy that this guy is this triggered off of my opinion. Dude, I'm nobody. And I think I know why. It's because he knows that I know what I know, and he's trying to make people think I'm this conspiracy. He's trying to discredit me. He's trying to cancel me, essentially.
So it's like what I think. He's deflecting from the truth.
Oh, 100%, dude. I mean, for him to continuously show up in my chats like that, like, I mean, it's humbling, like, it's honorable, but, like, what are you doing, dude? Like, I'm just talking to my people about, does reaction channels have a fucking playbook? And here you come saying that I quit saying you dissed your friends. Well, I mean, it's so confusing, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, you're what, like 13,000 subscribers, right?
Yeah.
That was my point. Like a pebble in a huge pond, comparatively speaking.
Yeah, there's a lot bigger reactors, man. A lot bigger guys that got a lot more reach. And he's not digging on them like this.
Well, my thing is this, bro. Like, some people have said, "Oh, you're lucky that ACAL didn't say your name because it was in your YouTube career," and I just laugh. Like, I don't care. Like you said, I have 13,000 subscribers. I'm really not worried about my YouTube career being ended by Adam Calhoun. It doesn't scare me. But what is confusing to me is I've seen him go on a lot of different reaction channels and comment on their reaction to this, and he basically clears up that it's not about them, and he doesn't correct them on any of their misinformation that they talk about. But when it comes to me, and I think it's about me, he doesn't confirm it's about me. He doesn't say it's not about me. It's just really odd that he's playing this fucking cat and mouse game. So, like I told him, when you dropped this song, did you think I wasn't going to play this cat and mouse game back with you and literally break down everything you said? And yeah, Shaquille O'Neal does like Broadnax, or Broadnax does like Shaq. Broadnax does have a Shaquille O'Neal jersey on. You do copy very similar to the flow pattern that he used and the exact words that he used. Like, I'm not just making this shit up, but I'm investigating it a little harder since this dude is so concerned about my opinion.
Well, and not only that, but rightfully so, there's a buzz around his name about the video that Ryan dropped about him.
Right. Yeah.
So everything, there's going to be a magnifying glass on everything he does. He could release a bluegrass song tomorrow and people are going to pick it apart looking for shit because of what's going on.
Absolutely. I mean, hell, even Struggle Jennings, I think, put out a country song and people were saying it was a diss track. So, and that was just a couple days ago. So it's not just me, bro. There's people right now running around saying Adam and Tom McDonald made a diss track about Upchurch. That is the furthest thing from the truth. I have never once even said that. No, like, that is the craziest thing ever. And ACAL lets that ride. That ain't no big deal. That it's just
right.
Everybody can say that, but old Kurt can't say, "Oh, it sounds like he's dissing Broadnax." He lost his mind.
Nah, I mean, I don't know if you heard it or not, but I think it's a big letdown, man, that he has come out you guys the way that he has. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Maybe I expected more from him. And it's just kind of one of them things like, hey, you kind of see a different side of somebody that you look up to or respected in this. And, like I said, I'm a fan of Adams, dude. I really appreciate this stuff. And to me, it sucks to see this side of him. I mean, since I have you up here, there's no sense of me continuing on in this video when I could just ask you the questions. This interview that he said that he was going to pick you for, and he'll come to your house. And, what's your take on that? I'll just ask.
Yeah, pull up, bro. Let's do an interview. Let's have lunch, smoke one. I'll smoke that royal cheese that you love that you pull up on me every time that I smoke it. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Like, I think he's trying to use a fear tactic on me, and it's not going to work.
Right. And that's exactly what I thought, man. And I thought that was extremely shitty. It's like, dude, you know, like I'm going to come to your house. You know, I'm fucking Adam Calhoun. I'm, you know, visibly I'm upset with you. I'm going to come to your house and we're going to do an interview, right? Wink.
Right.
You know, that's kind of shitty, dude. And, you know, I would just like to see that there should be some growth past that for a guy in his position.
Well, you know what's really crazy about it is I pay attention to patterns and behavior of people, especially if I don't know you and I'm just judging you based off of the image that you're allowing me to see of who you are. There was another individual that thought I was trying to stir the pot by the name of Struggle Jennings, and when I brought up this whole thing, he said the same thing to me. He said he was coming to my house to come have a conversation with me about what I thought, and I thought it was funny that Adam resorted to that same narrative. It's like, dude, I am just this average. I'm not even average, bro. I'm below average. I'm new to the reaction game. I mean, I do this shit with my cell phone. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm dialing up computers and I'm running OBS and I'm really diving into it. I'm just giving my opinion on music. And these two individuals that are very big in the music industry hold my opinion to such a high standard. And it's like, why is that? Well, is it because I'm Ryan's friend and you're worried that I might know what he's talking about? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of, I mean, again, this whole thing poses more questions than answers, and I'm looking at it, you know, again, I'm not slighting you. You know, you got 13,000, you grinded to get it, you know, and you're doing your thing. Just like you said, you know, you're on a cell phone. You're not doing some big tech operation. You're just, you know, you're out here grinding and doing your thing. And they feel some kind of way about it. And I think it's because, you know, they feel like you maybe have Ryan's ear or you may know something a little more than what they're comfortable with.
I mean, they
want to discredit you. That has to be it. Yeah, you're right.
There's
no. I don't know if they're like using a fear tactic to try to get me to like, oh, this guy's going to beat me up, so I better just tell him what I know. I don't know if that's what they're trying to do, but it will benefit you, Rusty, to watch the freaking interview that he does with Tracy Lawrence, because he actually talks about in the video, they touch on social media and what Ryan does with his posts.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan actually says, I tell my fans everything about the music industry that's going on. If somebody's taking a jab at me and I feel like they're taking a jab at me, I tell my fans, because I want my fans to be able to look at me for who I am, but to be able to also look at these dudes for who they are. So everybody's saying, Kurt, you're starting all this shit and Ryan's fucking furious, blah, 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 blah. Well, Ryan shared a video today that I actually talk about that. And I say, look, these fucking people are mad at us for doing exactly what Ryan wants. Ryan wants us to make our own decisions. Ryan, of all people, bro, he don't give a fuck if we like A-Cal or not. He's just letting you know this is the type of dude that he is. If you want to like him, that's on you. And I don't understand why people can't see that.
Yeah, true. I mean, there's no other way to look at it and break it down. And yeah, I really want to watch that interview. I was wanting to try to make some time to do it today, but I've just been too damn busy. I seen that it had dropped today and I wanted to catch it. I'm definitely going to check it out. Mr. 904 Mike hits us with a 2-bomb. He says, what do you think about him saying not to react to his music anymore?
It made me want to make. It wants me, as soon as he drops his country album, I'm going to react to every song.
Every song, yeah.
Album reviews. I'm going to do full-blown 4-hour live streams breaking down his country songs. If you know what I mean? I've tried to reach out to this guy, Rusty. Like, I've messaged him. He don't open them, but he'll talk to Triple T. So it's really weird. He'll talk to Triple T in messages, but he won't pull up on Triple T in his live stream. But he'll pull up to me on my live stream, but he won't talk to me in my messages. It's like messing with a woman, bro. It's like a woman.
Yeah, he does seem to be very selective in the avenues that he chooses, man. You know, and again, it sucks, man. Like I said, I hate to see this because like I really liked Adam. I mean, I like to see the interaction, him being a dad, I like his music, you know, and it just sucks to see that there is this, you know, the demons brewing in this dude that are coming out and it's making him look bad. Hit this other one here. Ken Smith with a 2-bomb says, just keep doing you, Kurt. The fans have your back, man. Yeah, for real. I mean, anybody tells you to please stop reacting to my music, like, yeah, okay, good luck with that. You know, like, no, it's not going to, and again, there's no respect for these, you know, whatever fucking, hey, I'm going to do an interview, you know, half-ass threatening you type shit. It's like, man, I don't, there's no respect for that, dude. There's no, if you can't have a fucking opinion, and without him feeling some kind of way about it. I mean, dude, there's a whole goddamn club of people that hate fucking Ryan.
Right.
They get up every fucking day with just hating Ryan. They neglect all their other responsibilities in order to hate Ryan first.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole fucking club of them, dude. And I mean, I've never seen him fucking, exception with Johnny Goble. I've never seen him really fucking react to that kind of shit the way Adam's reacting to it. And you're giving him some positive feedback on what he's doing.
Yeah, I like his music. That's what I told him. I'm like, bro, I even like the track that, I guess if people think it's about me, I said, if people say it's about me, I guess it's about me. And I actually like it, bro. Kudos to you for making a good song. And if I motivated you to do it, good job. It is good. He's a good artist. I just don't understand why he gets so triggered. I noticed it when he came up on my panel and the chat set him off. Actually, when Johnny Cashville set him off, it told me everything I needed to know about him, because he can't even handle the internet. He loses his mind off of a comment. It makes sense why he can't handle my criticism as a reaction channel, and then looking at it as like, oh, well, he sees I'm cool with Ryan. So it's like, I guess he looks at me as like an extension of Ryan's thoughts, which is fucking weird. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I can agree with that.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
see Bronax running in the chat screaming, saying, Kurt, what are you doing? Like a lot of people know this is happening. So you think if these dudes were totally against my opinions, they would be like, why are you saying A-Cal's dissing me? That's my dog. Or why are you trying to stir up some shit that doesn't exist? Well, maybe it does exist. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he's not, like I said before, he's not really saying, I mean, there's a lot of things being said, but it's not, it's not amounting to anything. I mean, we're doing this all right, I'm not dissing Ryan. I hate one guy, and it ain't Ryan Edward. And then he comes in your chat and says, well, I'm not dissing John Broadnax and I'm not dissing Ryan. Yeah. So, okay. So we'll just do the process of elimination shit while you're putting out these cryptic fucking lines in these songs at a time when, Ryan's saying, hey dude, you stabbed me in the back. And I'm like, again, I could just reiterate, this is not the time to be doing that if you're interested in trying to fix a situation. So
look at Joe's comment at 12:08.
Yeah, crazy.
Joe Barron never disappoints. He says A-Cal is the AD of country rap.
I can agree with that.
Joe.
Damn, Joe. Oh shit!
I'm still convinced Joe has that one whole wall in his house with like the yarn and everything.
He does. He's mad. He knows when old Bubble Boy is gonna snap over there.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it mapped out. Wayne Oldham says,
it's crazy because like we all have watched Adam throughout his whole career. We've all watched like all these dudes through their musical career. We understand the type of individuals they are. I never thought this is what I would get from Adam Calhoun. Like, he broke characters so bad. I mean, he was on my stream talking about how he makes music based off of what people want to hear rather than what he wants to make. Like, that was definitely like eye-opening. Like, dude, what I thought this guy was about, he's definitely not. He's not about freedom. He's not about the man. He's making videos with another dude acting like they're pregnant. Like, and he said, "Oh, I regret doing that." Well, you don't want to ask somebody to take that shit down, bro. You want to just let it sit up there forever. I mean,
or maybe run it by somebody with your best interest at heart and say, "Hey, dude, what's this look like?" Yeah. I mean, there's that. I mean, because fuck it. It seems like to me, Tom McDonald is a bit of a clown show, and I'm not even bagging on the braids and the fucking different color hair and all that bullshit. I'm just saying the whole pandering act and all that stuff. And, Adam would have went a lot farther not attaching himself to that, in my view. So, and then to further get drug into some fucking dumb shit, like what you just talked about, the whole, pregnant man shit, dude. There's jokes, and then there's some people that don't see them. You know, like I get it. I can read nuance. I understand it, but it's just like, dude, you know, you have a brand, you have something you're talking about, like American made clothing, and you know, things you stand for. And then you do that. It's like, okay, you know, do you really? And then we're seeing this right now. And it's like, okay, so we're really finding out who the guy is.
Exactly.
Blue Eyes has got something to add to that. It says ACAL will self implode if he stays so flippin' defensive. And we'll all be here to see it. And I mean, that really sucks, man. I kind of hope maybe he's going to, you know, reflect on some of this stuff, man, and kind of reel this back in, take some time away, or just make the fucking music, or at least just say what the fuck it is that's on your mind instead of adding fuel to this fire. I mean, I really hate to see that. I'd like to see everybody come away from this hole, but I'm starting to doubt that's going to happen.
Well, I tried to even be respectable about it, bro. Like when he first came up the first time, I even said, like, we can do this another time. Like you can put some more thought into this, whatever. Like, I don't know why he thought it would be a good idea to come up there as a loose cannon and try to defend himself on something he had no idea what was going on. Because you could tell when he come up there, he was just sat there. He didn't really know what I was saying. So then I said, hey, bro, you know, hit me up. I tried to reach out to you. You know, you want to do this right. I tried to allow him to think about what he was going to say. And he didn't want that. He didn't want that option. He wanted to go live right now and get it off his chest right now. So, I mean, I'm going to let him hang himself essentially. And that's what happened. Like, I apologize to whoever that gets offended by that, but fuck that. I'm not going to cater to this dude just because he's a 1.7 million subscriber. He's still a person.
No, I mean, and it's no excuse for him to come and basically disrespect you, you know, on your own platform.
Right.
For having an opinion. And I mean, I don't think your opinion is out of line. I think, you know, I think you can make very logical, you're drawing logical lines as to, hey, why am I questioning this? You know, we've kind of already went over it. No sense to go into it again, but it's not like you're just coming up with some wild ass fucking theory to start shit, which is what he's trying to make it look like. I mean,
crazy.
All right, Daniel, man, have a good night, dude. I appreciate you.
I just don't know where this ends. Where does it end? Like, that's what I was trying to ask him yesterday or whatever it was when he came in there again. I'm like, bro, what do you want me to do? Like, I mean, am I supposed to just follow these rules from ACAL that don't react? That's why he said, don't react to my music anymore. It's like, okay. I'm going to do the opposite.
Well, yeah, I mean, but again, this whole, like, I mean, there's no way to, like, destroy anybody's, like, YouTube career, so to speak, right? I mean, if Johnny Goble still has a fucking audience, I mean, I really don't think there's anything here that would destroy your career, so to speak. I mean, so if anything, if you draw attention to, like, say, okay, he's got an issue with you by him coming in your chat and, you know, creating situations like what we have right now, he in a sense has helped building you up and making you stronger in that, you know, in that regard. So again, I don't know where it's going to end, or if there is any end. Maybe it's just this constant fucking, you know, evolution of, you know, emotional reactions. But I would like to see a little more, like, long range thinking on the subject before he comes back out and does this. I said, I mean this, man. I really would like to see everybody come away whole from this and not to create this big fucking rift, but I just don't see it.
He didn't even have to, like, the part that just, I keep asking myself, like, had he have not paid attention to this, it wouldn't even be as big as it is. I didn't even have that many people watch the reaction to Fight Music. That reaction didn't even do that well. So when he come in there and started yelling at me that I was stirring up drama about him and his friend, it's like, well, are you sure it's just me? Because only like 1,000 people have even seen this reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So for you to come in here 380 hot, pissed off at the world, ready to beat me up, all because of what? Of a video that happened a month ago? It's so confusing, man. I just don't get it. I don't get why my opinion hit so hard to him.
Yeah, I think it's basically you're just the you know, you're just going to be the sounding board for it. I think if he tries to put this on you and say, okay, well, this dude drove this wedge between me and Ryan, it deflects away from what the real cause of it is. And I mean, I'll stand on this, and I think you would agree. If they had a strong relationship, there's nothing you could say or do on YouTube or otherwise that could affect that. See, Mr. Nephew Jamie says Adam Calhoun wants to create that type of shit because it hides the fact that he's been stabbing people in the back. Yeah, Nephew Jamie, he's right on it.
Oh man.
Damn. Look what you did, Kurt. It was all your fault, Kurt.
I know it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Who would think all this from a flat earther? Jeez.
Maybe that's
Right.
what offended him. Maybe he's a firm believer of a sphere Earth, and he's just like, this guy's crazy.
Not to get too far off topic, but did you see when Logan Paul did that troll where he went to that flat Earth conference? It's pretty good. It's like over a weekend they trolled the entire place. This whole flat Earth thing. It's pretty good.
All right, so let me go and check. Caitlin says, "Hey Rusty, did you get my $5 super chat? It came out of my account, but I was having trouble in another live chat right before jumping in here. Let me go and look. We'll go through them."
Who's it from? I'll check it.
Here.
Caitlin 502.
Yeah, nope, it is not showing, dear. Yeah, it's not showing up there.
Rich, do you get the feel that like, so like this is what I keep coming back to. Like if I had a problem with you, me and you were going at it, I'm going to reach out to you and I'm going to try to address the problem before it goes any further than that. And then if it does go any further than that, I'm still going to try to make the attempt to reach out and settle it offline.
Yeah, but that's just the way I am. Like,
yeah, but don't you think it's weird that he wants this to end, but yet he's trying to settle it online? He's not trying to go offline and talk to me on Instagram or call me and say, hey, bro, I understand that you're this or that or whatever, but it's not about who you think it's about. Like, he's never done that. He's never, he just keeps screaming at me in my chat. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like the only reason I can think, I mean, unless he's just an irrational person, is just that, you know, you're going to be the one person and he can just say, you know, the ambiguous, oh, you know, what did he say? Fucking bitch ass reactors or whatever the fuck it was. And I mean, to me, that's beyond weak, man. It's just like, nah, there's no, it's an opinion that someone has about something you put out. It should not affect you that way.
Right.
I mean, fuck, there'll be people that dislike this fucking stream. It doesn't bother me. So, you know, I get all kinds of people talking shit on me all the time, just like you do. It's like, okay, it is what it is. It's part of the game, and you can't please everybody and you shouldn't expect to. But when you put yourself out there like this, it's going to be expected to ruffle some feathers or get some feedback that's not, you know, not good for your ego. I mean, you should be a little more seasoned in dealing with that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel bad for it. Like, I hope reactors that are coming into the game see this and go, well, maybe I shouldn't react to this dude's stuff because I'm going to have to question if he's going to come at me sideways and scream and yell at me. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Like, it's so crazy. Do you know how many reactions people have done to videos that I've made that they talked all types of crazy shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy that this dude lets little old me trigger him this badly.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, man. It's like I said, it sucks. I hate to see that because you want to think that a dude that's, you know, made it to where he's made it is more apt to deal with this.
Right.
It's like, man, you know, fuck it, dude. It's goddamn, man. I don't know.
Like, how could you go to a show with some dude yelling, "You suck"? I mean, you're gonna jump off stage and start punching people in the face? I mean, I don't.
That's the scary part. It's like, dude, is that really crossing your mind? Is that really a viable solution for you? I mean, I think once you get to a certain point in your life, more so for him with a lot more shit to lose, that becomes less and less of an option, more like a last resort.
Somebody says, but you have to understand my reaction, my opinion could influence Ryan's opinion. You're crazy. You're absolutely, like, these people, I swear you guys don't watch Ryan Upchurch. You don't pay attention to Ryan Upchurch if you think my opinion is going to change his opinion.
Jesus. Yeah, they don't, like, Ryan's probably one of the fucking most bullheaded, strong-minded people you're going to find, dude. I mean, even when they're like, you know, we could say even some of the shit that I don't agree with, like him putting on here, he stays true to that. Even no matter how it turns out. You know, he holds true to it. And it's just like, man, some of it gets cringy. And it's like, dude, you know, he's not going to fucking, you know, vary from what he wanted to do. And it's like, right. Okay, you got to respect that.
Yeah, it's like their same thing they try to pull during that true crime shit where they were telling me I needed to tackle him and take away his computer. Like, what do you
Fuck.
think? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you think he's just gonna fucking like he's gonna get another computer or he's gonna do it? It's not that doesn't work like that. It's not like I can wave a magic wand and stop everything from happening. Like they put all this power on me, but then say I'm a nobody. It's so confusing.
Right. There's no person on the fucking planet that's going to stop you from doing something. You know, especially in that, it's not like you're even in the fucking room with him, you know, to say, oh man, hey, look, well, stop. Whoa, shut. I mean, what the fuck is that going to do? But again, you know, you're dealing with people that are irrational and they'll stop at nothing to make their measly ass fucking weak ass point. And, you know, we know who we're talking about without, you know, saying their name. And that shit is just laughable. You know, it becomes stupid because those people held those same viewpoints until it became beneficial to them to not. So, I mean, it's very disingenuous of them, but you know, again, there's no, man, dude, this is the mental illness section of fucking YouTube. If you haven't noticed.
You ain't lying.
Mm-mm.
That song Cashville's got that he's got the mental asylum place. That's what I think about. I think about this is that crazy place. Like I just vision all these people walking around in gowns and eating ketchup packets. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think it's mustard, actually. But,
yeah, mustard or relish. Any of them, bro. Just different ones daily.
Although Martin has Cashville hemmed up. He's like, I think he's banned or something. For real. I'm serious.
Have you watched any of Martin's shit,
No,
Martha, or whatever the fuck his name is lately?
I haven't watched much YouTube at all. I'm definitely
It's a
not
constant fuck, dude. It's like you can watch his ADHD just fucking rambling around.
Yeah.
And I think Isaac's right. I think he's on that high speed chicken feed shit, dude. He's just chicken
never
heading
wrong,
over there.
by the way.
So, all right. So I just read your message in the private chat. I'd have to kind of just see what the fuck it was. I don't really care.
Yeah.
You know,
coming in.
Whatever it comes down to, dude. It's like, you know, I've done nothing but support those people. I just, you know, it's kind of just one of the things.
Maybe I don't know.
I guess I don't know. You didn't contact me. I didn't get an email.
You can go live when you can. You know what I mean? It's about work schedules and. Yeah.
Nah, I don't give a fuck. You know, it is what it is. So it's all good. Well, man, I think we kind of covered this all right, Kurt. I appreciate you dropping up. Probably nothing to add to it without us circling back on it. You know, kind of, it just sucks, man. I hate to see it.
Yeah, for real. I appreciate you. And I hate to see it too. Like I said, to be honest with you, it's bothersome. It's like, we don't even have to talk about this anymore. And that's what was confusing, why he still keeps fueling this fire. So I've kind of decided, hey man, you want me to keep pouring wood on the fire? I'll find some more wood. I got you. Like, so only time will tell.
Yeah. I mean,
I really do.
Yeah, no problem, man. Like I said, you know, I try to call it like I see it, you know, and sometimes that opinion is going to be popular. Sometimes it's not. So yeah, just is what it is.
Well, that's the one thing I respect about you. Sometimes I might not agree with your opinion, but it's your opinion. And that's the cool thing about you is you still have your opinion regardless of what other people think. And that's commendable. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate it, Kurt. Let me hit this comment right here. Caitlin 502. She said, "Hey, stack of homo. I wasn't surprised. We found out recently, met him at Carl Casper Auto Show with Jelly in 2009. When I met him, I realized he was a bitch. Jelly was humble, like Adam versus Church." That's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming from a female too.
Yeah. They got the gaydar. It's up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, Rich, I appreciate you too. Man. Thank you guys.
Yeah, man.
Have a great night.
Yeah, no problem, Kurt.
Take care.
All right, man. You guys have a good night.
All right. Caitlin has a correction to her comment.
Okay. He is oh shit.
That's
a big correction. That changes the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't know that. Damn. I don't want to know that either.
Yeah.
No. Blue Eyes said, "Night all. Usual great chat. Appreciate always being welcome. Have a great night." Ken Smith, "Adults have conversations, discourse. Children scream and argue when opinions differ." Exactly, Ken.
Very true. Very true.
Oh, homosexuality. Oh my fuck. Okay. If you tell your friend that their spouse is cheating on them, you will be influenced. Well, I mean, is she or he, whatever. I mean, the kind of, you know, the thing about, I mean, there has to be some truth to it, right? And if she's not, or he's not, then, you know, what is there to, what's there really to argue about? 815 Haystack has a shitty record, even underage sexual abuse. Yeah, that's fucked up. I didn't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Yeesh.
I don't need anything else to talk about.
Moving on.
Straight hooter shooter is Jelly is about money. He may be nice, but him and his wife are about money. And I mean, yeah, he's blown the fuck up. I mean, there's, okay. So, I mean, what's he supposed to do?
You've only got so much time to make it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You start out in this and you want to be successful, and then you get to a point where you're successful. Then what do? Do you start rejecting success? I mean, I don't know. Everybody's got their own, you know, their own path and their own vision for this shit, you know?
Yeah, I don't blame him for anything that he's doing. And he seems just like a great dude too. So
yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, there's
everybody is a different, you know, behind the scenes, but
I don't know. I mean, there was a little story from JJ Lawhorn that said maybe not. So, I mean, I don't know. You don't recall that. Maybe a discussion for another time. I'm just saying.
Maybe. I mean, everybody's going to have an opinion on somebody, but I mean, seems like a pretty genuine dude to me. But
Inside Corner says, why does ACAL stir everything up and everyone and then just disappear, rinse and repeat lately? I don't know, man. I mean, maybe he's trying to steer a narrative. I mean, honestly, your question is a good question because his actions create more questions than answers. I mean,
at the end of the day, is any of this bad for business for any of these guys? It can't be, right?
Potentially, yeah, it could be. Potentially, it could be. I mean,
maybe for Adam, like losing fans from church, or
yeah, because here's the problem with that. A lot of his fans are people that are fans of Ryan, and if, like I said, if there is a riff and a split, you know, he's definitely going to lose some support, and I don't see where he pulls support from, you know, to make up for that.
Well, like Kurt said, I could be wrong. On the charts right now. Yeah, might get exposure to people he's never gotten. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah, I could be wrong. You never know, man.
The old adage is no such bad thing as bad publicity. Might be true.
Yeah. Tim Hudson says, point blank, Ryan has his reasons. If he hates ACAL, he would have already aired him out. I mean, you never know. He may be conflicted. Who knows? I mean, there was enough there to say that there is a problem, and he put it out there. So. Robert says Adam talks shit and then wanted to make tracks with him. Adam is selfish and all about his money. Yeah, I mean, it's quite possible. I mean, you know, we all need money to survive, and I'm never going to dig on somebody else's success unless you're like, what the fuck is that, Joel Osteen or something? That's a little different, you know, if you're just, you know, doing that kind of shit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard to count another man's money or how he gets it. So BC, straight shooter. Have you seen the video JJ Lawhorn put out less than a year ago? There you go. So that deal right there. BC knows what I'm talking about. Richard, it isn't about business. It's about integrity. For some people it is, and other people it's about business. So ask the tobacco companies. G3 Mini, Centra, I get what you're trying to say, but I myself do not look at things the way that other people do in a lot of ways. I don't think Ryan does either. Well, some people think outside the box, and it's good, man. Corliss says, I'm friends with someone really close to Jelly. So, all right. Like I said, mileage may vary, man. Mileage may vary. Not enough. Ryan does have his own moral code that he lives by, and I'm okay with it. Jan Summerford, like I said, Ryan is the reason the 65-year-old woman has started listening to music again. Well, there you go.
That's cool.
That is very cool. Ken Smith says karma is real. It definitely is. One more thing, several artists have used Ryan, stepped all over him, then forgets him. Yeah, that sucks, man. That's unfortunate. All right, guys, with that, I'm going to go watch this Ryan and Tracy Lawrence interview. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you, everyone hang with us. We're at 153 right now. We're up to about 220 at one point. Yeah. You guys are awesome. Shout out to Mr. Captain Kurt for stopping by and helping us shed some light on this. Appreciate you guys sitting through it, and all the folks that threw money at me. We'll go back over these. Mr. Hillbilly Dirt Farmer with a 10 bomb. Teflon Don with a 2 bomb. T-Dam hits us with a 10 bomb. Pit Stop 205 with a 10 bomb. G3 Mini with a 2 bomb. Tim Lawrence with one of many, a 5 bomb. And G3 Mini with a 5 bomb. Tim Lawrence again with a 10 bomb. Tim Lawrence again with a 5 bomb. Tim Lawrence again with another 5 bomb. G3 Mini with a 2 bomb. Tim Lawrence again with a 2 bomb. 904 Mike with a 2 bomb. And Ken Smith with a 2 bomb. You guys are pretty awesome, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, another thing real quick, shout out to Miss Vicky for sending those links out in IG. I know she does. She spends a lot of time trying to replace that broken ass notification system that YouTube has. So thank you, Miss Vicky.
Ms. Vicky is a big part of why we are successful, and you folks are awesome, man. I appreciate all the support, and thank you. I can't thank you enough, seriously. Mr. Rich, with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good night. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe. Don't know. I got to check. I got some stuff I got to try to do.
That sounds very iffy. And
it's iffy.
Happy birthday to the GOAT, Power Stroke. It's that time.
Yep, he is there. It is leap day. It is his birthday. So one of a few that he actually got. So happy birthday, son. I will tell you in person if I can. So you guys, again, not to drag this out any longer, have a good night. Thank you.